Yeah. Baby girl, you're so damn fine, though. Wanna know if I can hit it from behind, though. I'm sipping on you like some fine wine, though. When it's over, I press rewind, though. Talking bands, I got it. Benjamins in my pocket. I traded my truth for some robins, and he's playing Batman. Fat, he's gonna rob him. Yeah. I got the Glock in my robbery. 17 shots, no 38. Yeah, I got the Glock in my robbery. 17 shots, no 30. Yeah, she's fine. Wondering will she be mine? Walk past, I press rewind. See that ass one more time. And I got this soda. Remy boys, they know it. Fast money, don't slow up. No one can control. Yeah, and I got this soda. Remy boys, they know it. Fast money, don't slow up. No one can control. She's got class and style, street knowledge by the pound, yeah. Baby never act wild, very low key on the profile. Catching feelings isn't all. Let me show you how it goes. Loves the world, spins the vibe. Lovers it could freak what you are. I like the way you work it. No diggity, I'm about to bag it up. I like the way you work it. No diggity, I'm about to bag it up. I like the way you work it. No, I'm about to bag it up. I like the way you work it. And I got this soda. Remy boys, they know it. Fast money, don't slow up. No one can control. No, yeah. And I got this soda. Remy boys, they know it. Fast money, don't slow up. No, they can't control. No. No diggity, darling. I like the way you work it. 1738. No diggity, darling. I'm about to bang it. 1738. No diggity, darling. I like the way you work it. I'm about to bag it up. No diggity, darling. I'm about to bag it up. No diggity, darling. I like the way you work it. 1738. No diggity, darling. I'm about to bang it. 1738. Yeah, baby girl, you're so damn fine, though. Wanna know if I can hit it from behind, though. I'm sipping on you like some fine wine, though. When it's over, I press rewind, though. Talking bands, I got it. Benjamins in my pocket. I traded my truth for some robins, and he's playing Batman. Fat, he's gonna rob him. Yeah, I got the Glock in my robbery. 17 shots, no 38. Yeah, I got the Glock in my robbery. 17 shots, no 30. Yeah, she's fine. Wondering will she be mine? Walk past, I press rewind. See that ass one more time. And I got this soda. Remy boys, they know it. Fast money, don't slow up. No one can control. Yeah, and I got this soda. Remy boys, they know it. Fast money, don't slow up. No one can control. She's got class and style, street knowledge by the pound, yeah. Baby never act wild, very low key on the profile. Catching feelings isn't all. Let me show you how it goes. Loves the world, spins the vibe. Lovers it could freak what you are. I like the way you work it. No diggity, I'm about to bag it up. I like the way you work it. No diggity, I'm about to bag it up. I like the way you work it. No, I'm about to bag it up. I like the way you work it. And I got this soda. girl, you're so damn fine, though. Wanna know if I can hit it from behind, though. I'm sipping on you like some fine wine, though. When it's over, I press rewind, though. Talking bands, I got it. Benjamins in my pocket. I traded my truth for some robins, and he's playing Batman. Freddy's gonna rob him. Yeah. I got the Glock in my robbery. 17 shots, no 38. Yeah, I got the Glock in my robbery. 17 shots, no 38. Yeah, she's fine. Wondering will she be mine? Walk past, I press rewind. See that ass one more time. And I got this soda. Remy boys that know it. Fast money don't slow up. No one can control it. Yeah. And I got this soda now. Remy boys that know us. Hey, fast money don't slow up. No one can control it. Yeah, does, yeah, does, yeah, yeah, she's got class and style, street knowledge by the pound, yeah. Baby never act wild, very low key on the profile. Catching feelings isn't all. Let me show you how it goes. Loves the word, spins the verb. Lovers it could freak what you are. I like the way you work it. No diggity, I'm about to bag it up. I like the way you work it. No diggity, I'm about to bag it up. I like the way you work it. No diggity, I'm about to bag it up. I like the way you work it. And I got this soda. Remy boys that know it. Fast money don't slow up. No one can control it. No, yeah. And I got this soda now. Remy boys that know us. Hey, fast money don't slow up. No, they can't control it. Yeah, does, yeah. No. Yeah, does, yeah. No diggity, darling. I like the way you work it. 1738. No diggity, darling. I'm about to bang it. 1738. No diggity, darling. I like the way you work it. I'm about to bag it up. No diggity, darling. I'm about to bag it up. No diggity, darling. I like the way you work it. 1738. No diggity, darling. I'm about to bang it. 1738. Yeah, baby girl, you're so damn fine, though. Wanna know if I can hit it from behind, though. I'm sipping on you like some fine wine, though. When it's over, I press rewind, though. Talking bands, I got it. Benjamins in my pocket. I traded my truth for some robins, and he's playing Batman. Freddy's gonna rob him. Yeah, I got the Glock in my robbery. 17 shots, no 38. Yeah, I got the Glock in my robbery. 17 shots, no 38. Yeah, she's fine. Wondering will she be mine? Walk past, I press rewind. See that ass one more time. And I got this soda. Remy boys that know it. Fast money don't slow up. No one can control it. Yeah. And I got this soda now. Remy boys that know us. Hey, fast money don't slow up. No one can control it. Yeah, does, yeah. She's got class and style, street knowledge by the pound, yeah. Baby never act wild, very low key on the profile. Catching feelings isn't all. Let me show you how it goes. Loves the word, spins the verb. Lovers it could freak what you are. I like the way you work it. No diggity, I'm about to bag it up. I like the way you work it. No diggity, I'm about to bag it up. I like the way you work it. No diggity, I'm about to bag it up. I like the way you work it. And I got this soda. Remy boys Yeah. Baby girl, you're so
What's up, everybody?
Wanna know if I can hit it from behind, though. I'm sipping on you like some fine wine, though. When it's over, I press rewind, though. Talking bands, I got it. Benjamins in my pocket. I traded my truth for some robins, and he's playing Batman. Freddy's gonna rob him. I got the Glock in my robbery. 17 shots, no 38. Yeah, I got the Glock in my robbery. 17 shots, no 38. Yeah, she's fine. Wondering where she.
All right.
Walk past, I press rewind. See that ass one more time. And I got this soda. Remy boys that know it. Fast money don't slow. No one can control.
Hey guys. Oh, forgot the camera's over here. Let me put this back over here. There we go, guys. What is up, everybody? Actually, hold on. Let me do this screen real quick. I'm a ghost. Oh no. There it is. Like the way you work it. Bag it up. The way you work it. Just give me a second. I was running a little bit late today, so I'm still in the middle of like setting up a little bit. But at the very least, you guys can see my face. Controller. Controller. Diggity darling. I guess I might as well just use this. Oh no! Diggity darling. We also put this over here. Oh, that's not what I meant. That was a. Sorry for anyone's ears that happened to hurt. Hold up. Actually, no. For you guys, it's fine. It's my ears that hurt. What is up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. Welcome back, everybody who's an oldie. I think that's good enough. Okay. All right. Oh, what is up, everybody? What's up, Shondo, Seesaw Ice Cream? I think I saw Marcy somewhere too. Creeper Gamer, Ray Perkins, Zach, Ash Artsy. You're not early. Well, you're not late. Okay. No, you're pretty much early enough. Okay, like I'm still. I basically just started. What is up, Sylvia Letizia? I think I butchered that, but yeah. What's up, Sylvia? And some random person. How was the KH gameplay though? I tried to avoid as much Kingdom Hearts 3 gameplay as much as possible because I want to keep. Can I turn this down for myself? Okay, cool. I want to keep the experience as like pure as possible for me. So that way, like when I actually play the game, it's actually like, I don't know, like it's like an initial reaction type thing. That's just kind of how it's been for like the last few Kingdom Hearts games. So like, I don't really see why I should make it any different for Kingdom Hearts 3. Like, even though it is Kingdom Hearts 3, I don't know. I want to, like, unless it's an announcement made by Square, I kind of just don't want to really... I'm trying to, like, dodge the internet as much as possible, but it's kind of hard because of the fact, like, I have to use the internet to make stuff for you guys and, like, do my research and stuff. So it's, like, it's kind of difficult. I've already been spoiled a little bit, but, like, thankfully from what I saw, it's nothing, like, too big that I'm, like, bawling tears, like, no. Right. Love the remix. Oh, thank you. It's not mine, though. Ooh, do Keyblade wielders have six-packs? I don't know. We might find out. What's up, TJ Badly? Welcome to the stream, man. Let's see. What was the name of that remix song I had in the beginning? It is called... Six. Oh, you can't see that. Oh yeah, no, you can't see that. Yeah, it's right there. 679 and No Diggity. That's the name of the song. Marcipu. It's a pretty good song. I'm planning to use it in one of my videos sometime soon. It's like I have so many like footage recorded, but like I just haven't gotten around to actually editing just yet. And it's partially because of the fact that like I am taking classes at the same time. Like I have an exam this Thursday. Realistically, like I should be spending this time instead of streaming, like studying and doing homework and stuff. But like I wanna keep the streams consistent if possible. So yeah, I'm gonna have to wait till after the stream and like tomorrow and stuff to actually continue my studying and stuff. But yeah, like that's the name of the song. Let's see. Wants to 1v1 me in Splatoon? Nice. I haven't played Splatoon is fun. Like, but you do I feel like it is a type of I feel like most games are like online multiplayer type games. You like I don't know, to me it's not really fun unless you have a friend or two to play with. To me that's what multiplayer actually is like for and like means to me anyways. It's like it's to play with other people and friends, not like just random people. You might as well be playing like story mode on like critical difficulty or something. Streams over studying basically. I mean, I'm like, because I mean, even though like I should be starting, like at the same time, like I'm like pretty serious about the fact like I want to make this like my full-time job if possible. Like I basically am already treating it like a full-time job, even though I get like no money from it so far. I'm trying to do the best I can to make this work. I'm just, like it's just laying the foundation. Oh, it's so good. I haven't had that in like weeks. Does anybody know if a tier 8 medal does 8 or more hits? I don't think so. I think everything that's tier 8 at the moment does like 6 or less. That's just off the top of my head though. Did anyone buy the new skills? I bought the new skills, Ray Perkins. Like as soon as they came out, like I bought them on the spot. Like, well, it was okay. There's two reasons why I bought them on the spot. The first one was because of the fact that it has the Lux Plus Plus skill, which is completely new in the game, or at least for global, it's new in the game. And I already knew like, whew, I'm gonna need that as soon as possible. When like once I need to actually like put a Lux skill on a medal, like I'm gonna definitely be needing that. But it's also partially because of the fact we haven't seen like everyone pretty much knows at this point, but we haven't seen any skills in like the last 2 months or so, pretty much until now. And who knows? When's the next time we're gonna see avatar boards again? I'm hoping next week, like they did for JP with the Magician Donald outfit, to go along with Captain Goofy. But Knowing how global works, that's probably not going to happen. I wouldn't doubt if they wait like 2-3 weeks at the very least before they do that. When is PvP supposed to release? I believe it's this week. I think for JP it's on the 26th. So I wouldn't doubt it if we maybe got it on the 27th or 28th or something like that. But that's just my guess. Oh, are you really, Sylvia? An exam on Kingdom Hearts. Interesting. Hey, what's up, Blank Paper Pig? Wait, is the I Do Gaming part of your username too? But yeah, welcome to the stream, man. Glad to see newcomers all the time. I bought the skills so fast, totally worth, but forever stuck on quest 13 of Lex. Ooh, I'm actually planning to try and release a complete guide to the Lex 13 event tomorrow, if possible. Like, I really didn't want to, but like I figured I kind of had to. But part of me had a really big feeling back in my head, like in order to make future like guides for you guys and such in the future, I had a strong feeling I might need to get Lexius Plus, just solely because of the fact more people are gonna probably have Lexius Plus than they are going to have Warrior of Light. In order to make thorough, proper guides for you guys, I figured like I would need to actually have Lexius Plus to use in setups for future guides without Warrior of Light, just to be able to do those properly. So I was like, so it kind of sucks for me because I really wanted to use those jewels to get a 4th stained glass medal, but I'm getting Lexius Plus instead, just so I can like make content for you guys. Show. Okay. You're gonna kick my ass in PvP? We'll see about that. No, it's let's go. Like, cause completely serious. When PvP comes out, I'm going full out. I'm gonna challenge everyone in the chat. Y'all, I'm gonna challenge all of you. Okay, we're gonna have a stream. I'm gonna challenge every single one of you. If possible, I want to see if I can get together a like gauntlet style YouTubers video where like I fight against like as many YouTubers as I can, and just do it gauntlet style. That's what I really want to do. But we'll see if that actually works out. Yes, Smart CPU. Like I legitimately haven't had this in like a month or more. So like just literally my first step right now was absolutely fantastic. It was delicious. What's up, Shinka of the 13? Welcome back, man. The truest sacrifice, using jewels on a unit you don't want for the sake of helping your followers. Yeah, it's like I mean like I said before, I don't really get paid for doing this at all just yet either. So it's like anything I do is pretty much straight out of my own pocket. The giveaways I do as well. I haven't really been able to do one in a while too. But I'm hoping that can change around sometime soon. I'm legitimately just waiting for my monetization application to YouTube to like actually finally be accepted, because I'm already past the 1,000 mark. I already met my 4,000 hours of view time on my channel met, so it's like I'm legitimately just waiting for monetization. So like once I get the monetization, I could probably start hosting, like hopefully hosting. It depends because I have expenses too. Like it's not even showing on the screen right now, but I have a donation goal for where is it, for expenses, help with expenses, because like I'm getting pretty tight on money right now. But yeah, but hopefully once the monetization kicks in, I may or may not be able to do like a month. I may actually be able to do the monthly giveaways that I've been wanting to do on my channel, but we'll see. Just kind of depends. My mom used to make Malta with condensed milk when I was younger. Interesting. I've never had that before, so I'm not really sure. To how to imagine that would taste like. I'm going to lose against anyone and everyone in PvP. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. You should take a Kingdom Hearts quiz, bro. Let's go. I'm not gonna do it right now, but like if you send me a link, maybe I might do it. Anyways, just like usual, guys, today is my Sunday stream for the Kingdom Key series. So if any of you guys have albums or things you would like help on, feel free to let me know. If we end up, because I know I've been covering quite a lot of the regular people already within like the last 2 streams or something. So I wouldn't be surprised if like there's only a handful of you guys regulars that I actually have to like go through today. Just to let you guys know too, at 11 I am going to be farming, so I'm gonna stop doing the stop helping with setups, and I'm gonna be farming. But because of the fact that I am staying late, I might actually I might farm with my party here on the stream with you guys at the very least to help make up for that. She says it was sweet. Good to know. Brian, you need help to beat me in PvP? I don't know about that. I have some pretty good setups in mind already, especially since we know what the first 3 Keyblades are going to be. Hope you're ready for the last boost hour. Yeah, it's been a little unfortunate for my party right now. Some members of my party have fallen to the darkness and are no longer with us. At least for today. Some of them might come back tomorrow. I have a 2-strike policy in my party, so like if you miss boost hour 2 times, or if you don't boost on time 2 times within the raid week, I kick you out no matter how much Lux you have. So I've had to kick a few. Luckily, that doesn't really normally happen unless you're like unless you're already like not really participating that much anyway. So it hasn't really impacted us too much, but we did get kicked out of 8th place, and now we're just like struggling to maintain that 9th place spot now. So I don't know. I mean, it's still good for us. I mean, like we're still top 10, but I mean, like, but like I don't know. It's a little bit down for us because we've been starting to get so used to having like anywhere from 140 to 150 Lux boost now. So like having anything less than that is like, bruh, this hurts. It hurts. I haven't participated yet in the series yet. Maybe you could help make a setup for beating Lex 13. Yeah, sure, no problem. Yeah, like I've already made notes. I'm not completely done with my research. I'm gonna have to finish the research like today or something. Ugh. Like I still need to finish my notes, but like right now I already have, I don't know if you can see this, I already have like 2 pages worth of notes already of like of the Lex 13. I haven't tested out turtle setups just yet in Lex 13, but at the very least I've tested out damage setups all the way up to stage 9, and right now I'm still researching about stage 10 and up. I've beaten the whole thing. I beat the whole thing live on stream when the event came out. It's just a matter of fact of like when it comes to making guides for you guys, I personally try to do I try to find out what's the minimal amount of like setup and medals and stuff that you guys need in order to actually beat the event. So that way, like I can try and help out as many people as possible. I know a lot of YouTubers will just simply shit out a guide as fast as possible and only really give like one type of strategy, and to me that's not really a guide. You're just really saying like what's a possible way to work, whereas I'm trying to like give a full thorough list of everything that works, the concepts that you need to do to make it work, and all that good stuff. Let's see. I finished putting everything in my album just a few hours ago. I've only been playing for just a little more than a month, and I'm trying to improve. All right, cool, sweet. Nice to have you in the stream, so yeah, I can definitely help you out, no problem. Call me Deece in the chat or in the stream, by the way, because I believe I promised him last week that I would make sure to make him a priority, because I kind of skipped him the last 2 weeks by accident. I mean, the first one was kind of somewhat his fault too, but the second one last week I just never actually got to him, I believe. So I did promise him I would do him today if he's here. Hello, dropping by before the update. Well, welcome to the stream, Christina. Glad to have you. All right. So, I know we've had a few people already who said they had albums. I believe. Where's my notepad? Oh baby, don't go. I've been getting my party into boosting more. I have a small party worth about a max of 35% so far, but hopefully the new members coming in will help. They're newbies, but they'll have to suffice. Yeah, that's generally how it goes. I might like right now. I think I still need to start. I need to start recruiting more people in my party right now as well. Because right now we have a couple spots open. Oh, I felt good. Let's see. I believe Marcy Poo was one person. Who was the other person? Sylvia. All right. Let me drag this over here, actually. Can I, like, blow up this? Let's see. It's so hard finding active players in Angus. Gotta make do with what comes to you. Yeah, basically. I mean, that's basically the same thing in every party. Like I figure like a lot of people think that like my party would be constantly full because of the fact that it is a top party and I constantly get requests. But realistically, what ends up happening for me is that even though I get a lot of requests, I also deny a lot of requests. So I don't actually accept very many people that I actually get requests from very often. I actually, if anything, I have to go out and send out requests myself, like actual invitations to get people. So it's like it's the same thing. It happens to everybody in all levels for various reasons. Let's see. I saw someone else. So is Lexaeus the best damage medal? It's really one of the only medals I've actually pulled for. I hope it's with it. Okay, so I've had a lot of people come out to me and tell me that like my scoring for my score system and stuff, or giving me their thoughts about Lexaeus Plus, or like just giving me like their opinions and stuff about how like the stuff I've said about Lexaeus Plus is kind of like not bullshit exactly, but like it could be a whole lot better than what I said, like in my video and such that I made for the meta analysis video. But I stand by what I said, because realistically, so this is basically the thing about Lexaeus Plus, and I can actually show you guys a little bit too on here. Okay, so for Lexaeus Plus, he is definitely a strong damage. Where's my mouse? He's definitely a strong damage medal. Okay. However, is this it? Oh, yeah. How do I zoom this out? I'm just saying. What I know when I said no. That life is quite that simple. Okay, so this is my website. Yeah, so Lexaeus Plus is a very strong damage medal, and well, actually, so right now, like on my website, I have him at a score of 26.650, and I know when I made my Toon, Pluto, and Axel meta-analysis video, there was quite a few people who were like, "What the fuck are you thinking, Brian? Like, your scoring system is bullshit. It's messed up. Blah blah blah." And like, it's like, no, like it's working just fine. I feel like it's definitely a very accurate representation. That's not to say that Lexaeus Plus isn't a very strong damage medal. It's just not as good as a lot of people are making it out to be. So in regards to Sora's comment about Lexaeus Plus, if you're lacking medals that give you that reverse debuff, then yeah, Lexaeus Plus will be like, whew, it's gonna be one like fucking hell of a powerhouse for you, okay? But if you're someone like me, for example, who already has medals like Sephiroth EX Plus, let me go to my tier 8 section. If you're someone like me who already has like Sephiroth EX Plus, that guy right there, who provides -2 reverse debuffs, Lexaeus Plus ends up not really being that significant at all, really, because let me show you guys this. So I haven't announced it yet because I'm going to be making a video about it, but I've added a new tab called the meta section on my website. So for any of you who want to check it out, something burning? Hold on, guys. This smelled like burning wood type stuff in my room. I want that was worth it. Alright, false alarm. But yeah, on my website, I put together a tab called the meta, where basically I try and keep tabs or keep track of what is currently the strongest setups in the game. And as of right now, I have 2 sections. I have the best universal setups, and I even gave like little descriptions of what each of them means right here as well. So if anybody forgets it and stuff like that, you can check that out. But basically, like universal setups. So like these are setups that you can take into Coliseum and they'll do just fine. Anything that works in Coliseum essentially works against any hard enemy that pops up in the game, such as like Organization 13 events or just random stuff like Hades Cups and stuff like that. And then I have a different section called Best Niche Setups, and these are the type of setups that will actually be really good against like 1 or 2 enemies at a time, like the Organization 13 events. These should naturally be a little bit stronger than the universal setups, simply because of the fact you can actually use more of the single target medals in these setups right here, whereas you can't really do that in universal setups. The only time, like realistically, for a good universal setup, the only time you can actually have a single target medal is in the 6th slot. I know a lot of people will put copy medals in the 5th slot on certain Keyblades to copy their 6th slot single target medal, but that ends up not working out the greatest once you start reaching like the higher levels of Coliseum and such, because what ends up happening is there will be times where you have like a mob of enemies. Okay, so like we'll do this. Okay, so like just looking at this, you'll have one guy right there. Okay, like in a mob of enemies, okay, there'll be like that one dude that has the most HP. And then there'll be either 1 or 2 also high HP guys, but that are less than the biggest one, okay? And then there'll be like the little critters here and there, like around them, okay? So essentially what ends up happening is if you have a copying a single target medal in your 6th slot, in situations like this what ends up happening is you can kill all these small critters, okay? But when it comes to actually killing these last 3 guys, once you reach your 5th slot, it's like, well, they're both single target, and I have 3 people to hit. I'm not going to be able to one-shot this. All right, and that's why it's restricted. That's why I have restricted for, oh my god, and that's why I have restricted in like my thing for best universal setups to have random or AOE in your 5th slot, because the random target at the very least is capable of taking out those 2 smaller guys, and maybe even and still get a little bit of damage, depending on the random target too. By the way, on this guy, and obviously AOE would just be able to hit everybody. So that's kind of the reasoning behind the best universal setups. Like, I put it here too, like what the little description is. Let's see. Yeah, you made it on time, Call Me Talon. My problem with Lexatine is that all my best damage medals, including Lex Scar, Ideas, and 2 Goblin medals, have air, but none has ground. I get close, but ground or +2 extra seems to be essential. Yeah, pretty much. Like, once you start, like, even in my notes, I was making my notes. Where was it? Once you start hitting stage 10, you're pretty much starting to be required to start using medals that provide upright or reverse debuffs at that point. Because if you don't, you're not going to be able to do enough damage. Oh, let's see. What's up, Rubelax? Welcome to the stream. I'm creating my album now. Go ahead and take other accounts first. Yeah, guys, like, you can send me your usernames for the track website, like, right now if you want to. Just tag me at KHUX Nation and tell me your username so that way I can see it in the chat, and I'll write it down. But I'm basically doing first come, first serve, more or less. Oh yeah. So that's what I was saying. So like when it comes to Lexius Plus, okay, if you're missing those reverse debuffs, then Lexius Plus is amazing. But if you already have them, so let's say for example, let's check out this Dark Null setup right now. Okay, so this right here is currently the strongest universal setup in the game. And this is without boosters, okay? So boosters have no part in this setup whatsoever. Like, this is like legitimately the strongest universal setup in the game right now. All right, is with the Dark Null on a level 31 Dark Null. Okay. Let's do the damage, okay. Let's see. Yeah. No traits and blah blah blah. All right. So look at this. Okay. If right now this setup does have Lexius Plus, but take a look at it. All right. As of right now, this setup already has max everything. It has max everything. Okay. This medal right there, the stained glass number 4, already gives us our max reverse buffs. Okay, so we don't have to worry about that. At this point, after our first 2 medals, the only things we need to actually obtain are those -7 reverse debuffs. And Sephiroth EX Plus with the Kavi medals gives us -6. So we're only missing -1 reverse debuff. So what essentially what ends up happening is Lexius Plus over here is just filling that kind of need. But let's say, so like as of right now, look at, so like this setup does about 97 million. If we were to replace this with Scar, which is a medal that I mentioned in the Lexius Plus video, if you were to replace that, look at this. It is hardly that much of a difference in damage. It's about like an 800,000 difference. Like it is a big enough difference, but like it's not really that big enough. It's like barely big enough type of thing. It's like barely big enough where I could be like, okay, yeah, this is technically better type of thing. But like you can still use Scar and it'll be practically the same essentially. And that's kind of like a bit of the back and forth between Lexius Plus, and that's why I was stating in the Metal Analysis video that like essentially the only reason I personally am going to be going for Lexius Plus is solely because of the fact because he provides +3 counters, and that is quite literally the only reason why I'm getting him. It's the only reason why I'm getting him for future guides for you guys too in the first place. It's because of the fact he provides +3 counters, and I have a pretty strong suspicion that those +3 counters are definitely going to become super relevant for anybody who doesn't have Warrior of Light or FFRK Terra. So is Roxas Stained Glass plus a lot of other buffers and Lexius a good pair? Yes, no, definitely. If you have Lexius Plus, Stained Glass number 4 is going to be your best friend by far. But even if you don't have Stained Glass number 4, any of the reverse Stained Glasses are going to be your best friend. Just a reverse Stained Glass with Lexius Plus will end up working out a lot for you. Ideally, if you can ideally, you want to try and start, like, if you have any of the reverse debuff medals, so if you have, let's see. So if you have any of these guys right there, trying to make setups that utilize that, right? Like any of these medals will work. As of right now, even if any of you have Master Zane or EX Plus and you don't have these two, you can actually make a really good Stroke of Midnight setup. And Stroke of Midnight is actually the second strongest universal setup Keyblade in the game right now. Fairy Stars is actually 4th place. People keep hyping up Fairy Stars, but realistically, Fairy Stars has been slowly falling out of the meta. It's only 4th place right now. Olympia is right behind it, like literally on its ass, in 5th place. Let's see, but let me take a look at the Stroke of Midnight setup so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So like this is the Stroke of Midnight setup, all right? And even though I have Sephiroth EX Plus right there, you can easily just take out Sephiroth EX Plus, put Lexius Plus here, and then put like another backwards copy metal to copy, and this will still max out yourself. Granted, this does mean that these 3 are going to be single targets, so this is more of a niche setup. But at the very least, a setup like this will help you out during certain events like the Organization 13 events. All right, Call Me Talon is Call Me Talon. Oh, guys, make sure to let me know what exactly would you like help with as well. Sylvia, your username is Alera. I just realized there's no music. Do you recommend switching the request acceptance to auto? I'm having an overhaul of removing old and active, and since we're still so small, I was thinking of focusing on growth. Yeah, if you're just looking to try and accept new people, putting your acceptance on auto is definitely, like, I want to say recommended, but it is definitely one of like the it's definitely a way to help grow your channel, or not channel, your party quickly. And then essentially what you can do from there is, like, you can when people join, you be like, hey, these are my rules and blah blah blah, and people don't follow, you just kick them, and you just keep letting people automatically join until you slowly find those people that actually, like, you know, follow your rules and stuff like that. Even I do that sometimes too. Sometimes during raid weeks, if like we really need more members, like I'll open it to auto. It's kind of hard for me to do that now though, because of the fact that, like, I am starting to become like a top 10 party consistently, and there's, oh hey, what's up Rosie, glad to have you in the stream again. So like, because of the fact that I am like a top 10 party right now, it's kind of hard for me to do that because I get so many requests from beginner players trying to be in my party, and like I can't, at the stage that I'm at, I just can't afford to really accept any beginner players. I can't afford to, like, as much as I would like to, like, you know, maybe get 1 or 2 beginner players and, like, maybe, like, help them level up, basically, like, in a sense, to, like, you know, make them veterans and such. I just can't afford that in the position I'm in. It's a little bit too much of a loss for me to do that at this point. But for other people, for other parties, that can totally be a viable option for you. I finished making my album. The username is Starcatcher22. Ooh, I like the name. Let's see. Can you do a universal setup, please? I also have 6 Fantasia Mickey B medals saved. Sure, no problem. I don't know how many people I'm going to get to tonight, by the way, guys, because I basically only have a little bit less than 2 hours left, so I might only get like 3 or 4 people, possibly. We'll see. Just to let you guys know. Oh no. Starcatcher22. Did you ever read? Is that a reference to Peter and the Starcatchers, by the way, by Ashay? Because, like, that was a fantastic series. I like loved reading that. Universal setup. Can you show the Olympia setup? Yeah, sure, no problem. So right now the meta Olympia setup. Basically, what I seen from from what I found is that all of these like a good majority of these top meta setups right now are like all power based. They're like all power based setups. A good majority of them are power reverse, but some of them are power upright, such as like with Olympia. You do need the Cloud, Kingdom Hearts 2 Cloud EX Plus medal to make this work, and it is using Warrior of Light. But yeah, this is the meta Olympia setup at the moment. And pretty much, to be honest, this is pretty much how almost every single setup in here pretty much is the same exact format that you see in like where is it? In like this right here. It's pretty much Kairi Shioni X, okay? Oh, excuse me. Stained glass metal. Forwards copy metal. Upright or reverse debuff metal. Backwards copy metal. Super strong damage metal. That's essentially what almost every single setup in the meta is like right now. The only difference between them is simply what Keyblade you're using, basically. That's quite literally the only differences like in the meta right now. Like, let me delete all these again. Like Dark, no, okay. Look, boom. See? Shioni X, stained glass metal, forward copy metal, reverse debuff, backwards copy metal, strong damage metal. Alright, Stroke of Midnight. I'll open these up in the background too. Okay. Yeah, Stroke of Midnight. Kairi X, stained glass metal. This one's actually slightly different because of the organization, but it's still essentially the same. Instead of 2 copy metals to get like the -6 reverse, you actually have 2 different metals to provide the reverse debuff, but you do have the copy metal. So Strookman is just slightly different, but the concept is still essentially the same. Damage metal. Starlight. Alright. Shioni X, stained glass metal. Forwards copy metal. Upright debuff. Backwards copy metal. Strong damage metal. Fairy Stars. Shioni X. Stained glass metal. Forward copy metal. Reverse debuff. Backwards copy metal. Damage metal. It's literally the same thing over and over again, just different keyblades. So like quite literally, in order to have, as long as you have copy metals, and you have 1 stained glass metal and a Kairi Shioni X, and a upright or reverse debuff metal to go along with your stained glass metal, you're pretty much set. Because even if you don't have like the strongest damage metal right here, you can just slap whatever your strongest damage metal happens to be in that slot instead. Like, and that will be a good setup. And what you guys will probably end up seeing anyways too is that the setups that I make for you guys are pretty much going to be very similar to what these are right here. Yeah, pretty much. Let's see. It's so annoying to get illustrated Shion. I want her so bad, but the top drawer deals a very rare pull, right? Yeah. I mean, Sora. Oh, excuse me. Sora, if you have Kairi X, you don't need Shioni X. Quite literally, the only reason you would even want Shioni X at this point, at this stage in the game, is solely for PvP. Because the fact that we are using 3 different Keyblades for PvP each month. Be able to use Kairi X on one Keyblade, Shioni X on a different Keyblade, and then some type of like stained glass setup on the 3rd Keyblade. That's going to be your best bet. At the very least, that's like gonna be your best bet for like minimal, and trying to like achieve like max like output for minimal for PvP. Mama pull. I got intimidated with manual acceptance. I just go to auto. Fair enough. Imagine if Kingdom Hearts was an enemy. Oh, I was about to say like an enemy. What? Anime makes so much more sense. I meant that if Kingdom Hearts... I'm the highest ranking veteran in my party, but because I'm so focused on ranking, I sometimes miss requests for potential members. I like manual for quality check, but it's rare to get. Yeah, that kind of happens for me too sometimes, Reckless Battler. Like, I'll get them, but like by the time I actually see them, sometimes like they'll already be in a different party. I'm like, well, I can't... I'm not able to like accept your request now because of how things are. I need help with the Fairy Stars build or with any recommended Keyblade to use with the metals I have whenever you get to me. Yeah, no problem. I'll start. I'll get started on people's stuff. Marcypoo, I don't think I actually ever got your actual your username, by the way. So if you could let me know what your username is for the tracker website, and because you're actually technically first on my list, so if you don't tell it to me soon, I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to go to the next person. But like if you get it done later, I'll try to get you afterwards, after whatever person I'm currently working on. All right, give me a second. Oh, I should probably adjust this a little bit so you guys can see the damage output. Yeah, that's good enough. Cold beans. I'm still working on the album. Okay, no problem. Just let me know when you're done with it. Then, in the meantime, I'm gonna get started on people. First one up is Sylvia. So that's what we'll do. We'll clear this out real quick. Let's see. And you said, oh, Sylvia, did you actually let me know what you needed help on? I don't recall. I didn't write it down, so I don't recall if you actually said anything about it. All my builds are garbage compared to the best builds. My build has like 7 million power. Don't worry about it, Melee Waluigi. It's everyone has to start somewhere. Okay, yeah, you didn't actually tell me. Wait. Oh, I'm in search. I'm like, why can't I see anything? There we go, album. Wait. Rosie! Oh, here it is. It's at the bottom. Okay. I confused the crap out of me. I'm like, where did it go? Yeah, Rosie, do you think you can move that up to the top along with like the other search stuff? The user album stuff. Do you think you could put that back up here like you did before? Yes, I've been playing for 42 days and I'm trying to improve. I finished all the normal quests, so I'm basically struggling with bosses and stuff. Fancy new updates brings chaos. Kinda. That's basically how I am every time you like drastically move stuff around. I'm just like, whoa! I have to not exactly learn all over again, but I have to like you know, figure out where exactly did you move everything. I definitely like the idea though, Rosie, of the fact that like you kind of made them side by side, especially the categories. Because I've kind of been thinking about telling you lately, but like I definitely use the categories the most out of all of them. So I was kind of considering telling you maybe possibly put them at the top. I wasn't too sure though. Did I just lag out for a second? But yeah, no, this is pretty nice. I elected to put it down at the bottom because of balance, and I can see not many people use the feature. Yeah, no, it makes sense. Let's see. Okay, cool. All right. So you basically need. You said against bosses and stuff, right? Where was your comment? So basically struggling with bosses and stuff. Yeah, okay. So basically the high level, or for you, high level stuff, Sylvia. Okay, so that's no problem. You basically just need like help with. It sounds like you just need help with like builds in general. Oh my god. And you have 3 stained glass medals. That's really good. Do you happen to have Kyrie EX by chance? Okay, so let me actually do this. What just happened? What just happened? What just happened? My whole no. Oh snap! Thank you, Jose. Thank you for becoming a Patreon, man. I really appreciate it. In case you don't get your notice in time, I will be. Once your first payment goes through, I'll be giving you all your rewards and stuff that you happen to pay for. But thank you so much for the Patreon, man. I really appreciate it. It helps out a lot. Let's see. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, I need to go back to the tracker website. I hope we get a Latina in Kingdom Hearts. Ooh. I mean, to be honest, any other kind of nationality in Kingdom Hearts would be something different, to be sure. Outside of a Disney character or Final Fantasy character. Let's see, I have to go back to that now. And I have to go back to the let's see. Oh, yeah, Rosie, I don't understand why it does this sometimes though, because like sometimes I'll go back to the old format and then sometimes I'll do the new format, and I don't understand if it's something I'm doing that's making it do that, or like what's happening. Let's see. Okay. There we go. All right. So let me take a look at what copy medals you have. So yeah. So basically, what I was trying to say before to anybody before like my whole tabs of stuff just got nuked. Essentially what I like to do first when looking at your guys' medals when constructing setups, and just basically when I construct setups in general, is I basically look at the same I think it's like 3 things all the time first before anything else. Like I know a lot of people, what they'll do when they start asking for help, and this is more relevant for like beginners and sometimes intermediate players too, is that they'll literally just like screenshot all of their medals and they'll just spam you. Be like, hey, I need help. Here are all 100 of my medals. Can you make me a quick setup, please? And I'm like, can you organize it? Can you sort it real quick for me by these things? Because like realistically, I don't need to see all your medals. As long as I knew what select medals you have, that alone can help me make a setup. And essentially, what helps you make a setup are what copy medals do you have? Do you happen to have? What are your best meta main buffer, or not meta, I should say, but what are your best main buffer debuffer medals that you contain? And then from there, it's just solely damage medals, and preferably gilted damage medals. Okay, those are the three things I look at first before anything else. And I typically if you just work with trying to make a Keyblade setup that works with just those three first, 9 times out of 10 that will create the best setup for you. That's typically the best way to make most good setups. Now, sometimes there will be times where that doesn't always apply. Like for example, if I go back to my website, someone in my Discord sent me some setups that ended up being a little bit better than mine. I'm like, oh, interesting. I didn't think that would be a thing. But like if I go to the mess section, the Fenrir, the Fenrir is actually a fairly interesting meta setup right now because of this. Okay, so like if we go to the Fenrir, this actually ends up being the best Fenrir setup as of right now, and it's not what I would have expected, to be honest. It is this, okay? It's actually a reverse setup for the Fenrir. And it's not what I would expect, because the fact that Fenrir only has one reverse slot in the entire Keyblade. So the fact like the reverse setup for Fenrir actually ends up being better than the upright setup was kind of surprising, to be honest. But yeah, it works out. Like the only medal that's and it kind of makes sense too after I look at it. In case any of you don't know what I'm talking about, usually when I try doing an upright setup with the Fenrir Keyblade, it would usually be with the Kingdom Hearts 2 Cloud EX Plus, so an upright build. But the problem that I would usually have with that on the Fenrir is that I would only be able to use him twice. I can't get like a third copy medal to copy him, because Power Upright doesn't have like a forward copy medal yet. So like I can only copy him twice. I mean, I can only use him twice and then still have like my like Warrior Light in the last slot, for example. So, but this one actually is able to fill all of the reverse debuffs, which just makes it better in that scenario. And also partially because of the fact like the third slot you typically do want to start doing damage, but you don't, like, you can still use the third slot as like it's like I call it like a filler slot. Like it's there to literally fill whatever needs you have. So like if you still need to provide buffs or debuffs, you can still use the third slot for that. But you do want to start trying to do some damage by the third slot at that point. But this actually ends up being the meta build for Fenrir, and I was actually pretty surprised. But yeah. So these are your copy medals. Let's see. Check the version number. You may be caching. Should be okay. I'll check that out next time that happens, I guess. Let's see. No. Let's see if like all my tabs crash again. No. That's okay. Please don't use the name Jose. What? Okay, I got all my tier 8, 7, 6, and 5s up along with my guild. I think that should be good. Yeah, that should be good, Marcy Poo. Your thoughts on Kingdom Hearts 3 gameplay? I'm trying to refrain from watching any Kingdom Hearts 3 spoilers, so I don't really know what to tell you. Hope Loki's in Kingdom Hearts 3. Let's see. Okay. What's happening? Okay. So let me write this down. There we go. Awesome. Alright, so HD Vanitas and HD Anti-Form Zora. Let's see. Backwards copy. You don't have any backwards copy? Okay, cool. So, at the very least, that's what we got. And then, do you have... Let's see. You don't. Okay, so you don't have Kyrie Shooting X, which is fine. But you do have the stained glass medals. Okay, so that's worth noting at the very least. What's that? 6, 4, and 1. Good to know. And you have Master Xehanort EX Plus. Let's see. Okay, I was about to ask that. You do have Kingdom Hearts 2 Kairi. Actually, that's not even relevant because you have stained glass medals. Do you have Illustrated Kingdom Hearts 2 Kairi though? You do. Okay, cool. Okay, it's just bare bones. Yeah, essentially what I found out in the Alexius Plus event too is that essentially like beginners can potentially get through the first 3 stages of Lexius Plus without any fancy medals. With like just bare, with only like gilted normal beginner medals, you can get through like the first 3 stages. But they do need to be gilted in order to do that. And now let me see what your damage medals. I forgot what the proud mode number was that Rosie told me. But these are your gilted medals. Let's see. Okay, so 358 days over 2. I might end up trying to make you a oh, you don't have counterpoint, do you? I don't know if you have counterpoint, but if you don't have counterpoint, that should be okay. I don't know. We'll see. My first thought's counterpoint, but if you don't have counterpoint, you're obviously probably gonna have to go with what's it called? 3 wishes. Do you really not have any backwards copy medals? Did you just happen to... Oh, who am I talking to again? Sylvia. Did you just happen to pull a 0.2 Kairi from a random banner? You didn't do it from the beginner's deal? Is that what happened? Because, like... I'm here thinking you got it from the beginner's deal. If you have any backwards copy medal, let me know, because, like... That'll definitely help out a lot. Let's see. How can I send you the link? The chat isn't letting me post it. You don't need to. You don't need to send me the link exactly. If you just tell me your username, Marcypoo, that will work. And I'll show you how you can find out what your username is. Okay. So like if you go to your go to menu, go to your album. And you click account right here. Right? It'll show you what your username is right there. So like mine's Pigster27. Yeah. If you tell me what that is, I can look up your album from here. No, I don't. I don't know what you're referring to, Sylvia. like there's a slight delay between when I say things and when you guys actually hear things, Sylvia. So when you say no, I don't know what you're referring to. It's Marcypoo. Okay, cool. I'll get to you, Marcypoo, then right after Sylvia. And what are you looking for, by the way, Marcypoo? I was also wondering which banner I should draw from to improve what I have. Realistically, Sylvia, if you don't have the backwards copy medals, the key art copy medals, so let me show you. If you don't have any of these, you might want to get them. Because quite, like, even if they're not gilted, even if they have no dots and such, trying to get these, at least these three right here, as much as possible, like, will literally help carry you quite a lot in the game. Because, like, I state this all the time, but copy medals will literally just, like, carry you throughout the game. They're the best medals in the game. They're the best investments in the game you can make. Like, without a doubt, like, if you had to choose between, like, using a skill on a copy medal or on another random medal you have, I would probably 8 times out of 10 say the copy medal. Just copy medals in general, like what you typically want to go for. So, like, try to go for these as much as possible. Like, maybe do like 3 pulls from the beginner's deal. I know it's gonna cost like 4,500 jewels, but like it'll be worth it. She doesn't have counterpoint. That's what she meant. Okay, cool. So she probably has 3 wishes then. The best setup you can come up with, and to try and beat the Lex event. I am on quest 13. Got him down as far as 22 bars left. Okay, yeah, I can do that. Lex plus stage 13. Ugh. Okay. So let's take a look at this. I want to. Oof. I don't know what is happening. Just give me a second. I'm trying to think about it. Because these are all... Yeah, these are all tier 2. Oh, that's my vibe. Let's see. Okay, so you don't have that many of that. You might... you could possibly do a... you could possibly do... What's it called? Oh, you don't have Missing Ache either. You could probably do... Oh, no. Maybe. I mean, you might be able to do Divine Rose. See, the main problem here is that, like, you only have 2 copy medals, and that's the biggest struggle. So, like, I could still make you a setup. It's just gonna be severely lacking compared to like what it could be if you just had more copy medals. I think I might want to go with some sort of speed setup. Yeah. Some type of speed setup. I don't know if you have... Okay, even if you don't have Sleeping Lion, we'll do it on Lady Luck. Just because. Actually, this might actually work out. Actually, yeah, this might actually work out. And you don't have that. What you can use. You only have... you only have -4 general defense down, so you still need 3 more. You don't really have anything that just gives you 3. Well, you have Riku, but that'd be kind of weird to use. We could try this. So this is going to actually be a little bit awkward to use, but... and Lingering Will. So this is a possibility. It's going to be a little awkward though. If you have Sleeping Lion though, this should be a little bit better. Yeah, there we go. The main reason why I do it like this is because of the fact that, like, let's see, the lag in Union Cross is real. Best Keyblade for Lex is Dark Gnaw. Yeah. Just so you know, I am a relatively new player in Union Cross and free to play. Okay, no problem, Marcy. I'll try and keep that in mind. You have Sleep Online? Okay, cool. Yeah, this might be something you can try using. Let's see. I don't know if I can make you a better setup, because like the thing is, I mean, we can test this out and see how it does. Let me sort this by damage. It's still gonna be Lingering Will. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, pretty much. This is gonna be your best speed setup. This is probably gonna be your best speed setup, Sylvia. And the reason, like this, to be honest, this is kind of a little janky to use, but like with what you got, this is actually not that bad. You'll probably have a lot clunkier of a time trying to work with other Keyblades. You don't, like, you have a lot of speed medals, so like you're pretty much better off just going with a speed setup. Like, even though you have Stained Glass number 4, you don't really have a lot of power medals, or decent power medals, I should say. And same thing with magic. You don't really have very many decent magic medals. So you're probably better off just using Sleeping Lion for now. And the main reason I'm doing it like this is because of the fact that, let me put this away. You don't have Kairi Shoni X. Okay, so that means like you're lacking SP gauge restoration and you're lacking healing as well. Not even like focusing on the buffs and debuffs that Kairi Shoni X provides, because like that's a little irrelevant because of the fact that you do have stained glass medals, so it's not really a big deal. And they'll provide all the buffs and debuffs you need for you. So we're using Illustrated Kingdom Hearts 2 Kairi over here to provide those SP gauge restoration as well as some healing. Okay, because and I think a lot of people forget about this, but you do need to be like at max health in order for medals. Those tier 8 upright and reverse debuffer medals, you need to have full health in order for these medals to do their max damage. Which is relevant because when you die and your pet skill brings you back to life, or you use second chance, one of the two, you only come back on 1 HP. And if you only have 1 HP, ooh, what is that? I've never seen that animation before. Oh my god, Shinka, thank you so much. I'm your new Patreon from a little while. I didn't get to read that. No. Thank you so much, Shinka. I really appreciate it. How do I look at that properly? I didn't get to see the full message. I'm your new Patreon from a little while ago. Oh, thank you so much, Chinka. I really appreciate it, man. It really means a lot to me. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So like basically after your pet skill happens and your or second chance and stuff, you're only at 1 HP. In which case, these medals right here, like your Master Zane or X Plus, they're gonna do like no damage. Well, not no damage, but like not nearly as much damage that they would be. Because if you look at their multipliers, oh crap, can't see it on this one. Or actually, can you? No, you can't see it on this one. Resort this. Where is it? There we go. Alright, so like if you take a look at this, their max multiplier when they're fully gilted is at 15.38, which at the moment is currently like some of the highest, most consistent multipliers in the game. And pretty much all of the tier 8 debuffer medals do this, or like have this multiplier. But as soon as you come back to life, if you can't heal yourself, you immediately go down to that 8.84 multiplier, which is absolutely like trash. It is complete trash compared to every other medal in the game. Well, not every medal, but like a lot of the other medals that are in the game. Okay, so having that healing source is very important, as well as the fact that like you are using, how much gauges does this guy use? Let's scroll up the bottom and find out. He uses 3 gauges, so altogether this setup is altogether using 11 gauges. So having your illustrated Kingdom Hearts 2 Kairi over here give you back 10 gauges is super relevant, super useful. Now it is a little like janky to put H. Divinitas in the second slot of Sleeping Lion, but like because of the fact you don't really have that many copy medals, I'm kind of forced to do so. And it's completely okay to do so in this setup because of the fact that like your first 2 setups are not meant for damage. Okay, your first 2 slots on any Keyblade are primarily there for setup. They're literally just setting you up for the rest of your setup. So that means trying to max out as many buffs and debuffs as much as possible, which is exactly what your first 2 medals are doing. Right. This provides healing and SP gauge restoration. It does provide a little bit of attribute buffs and debuffs as well, but that's not really that important because the fact your stained glass already does that for you for like maxing it out. But like this right here does, because of the fact it is a magic reverse medal on a speed upright slot, it's not going to get that multiplier buff at all whatsoever, which is completely fine because of the fact we're using that slot just simply to get that buff and debuff. And even though your stained glass number 6 right here is going to lose out a little bit of damage because it's not an upright. Oh, no. Actually, this is the reverse slot, isn't it? Yeah. So like your stained glass right here ends up being just fine. And it's still, if you remember back to what I was saying earlier about how the 3rd slot is kind of like your filler slot. Your 4th slot's also a filler slot too, but more of so the 3rd slot. But like because of the fact the 3rd slot's a filler slot, you're using the stained glass 6 right here to complete the rest of your general defense down debuffs that you haven't completed yet, as well as the fact you're also kind of using it as a damage medal right here as well. So it's kind of doing both. Thanks, Arigos. Thanks, Arigos, for the subscribe. Welcome to the family, to the nation, to the squad. So yeah, that's what that's doing right there. And then we have your anti-form soul over here, copying the Master Zane or EX Plus. We're using Master Zane or EX Plus quite literally because of the fact it's the only like upright or reverse debuffer medal that you have, at least that I see in your album anyways. And the only way you're going to really able to do more damage is like in these setups with stained glass medals as of right now is if you have one of those type of medals. Any of those tier 8 medals to provide upright or reverse debuffs is pretty much going to be one of the only ways to actually like help max out more damage at this point. And that's kind of why like Lexaeus Plus is like a lot of people see Lexaeus Plus as so good, like I mentioned before, because it provides 5 of them for his own attack for you. So it's like in your situation, Lexaeus Plus would be fantastic because you could just be like, Well, maybe not fantastic. It would help, but because this is a speed setup, I'm not too sure if it would be better or not. Do you have any strong speed reverse metals by chance? That's not your album. This is your album. You have Final Boss Shun. This might possibly do more damage. I'm not too sure. Okay, cool. Yeah, it did. I was hoping it would. Yeah. So yeah, we're basically running a speed reverse setup. So because of that, I swapped out the Lingering Will for Final Boss Shion. Even though Final Boss Shion technically has like lower multipliers and stuff, because of the fact we're trying to take advantage of those reverse buffs and debuffs that we have throughout the rest of the setup, Final Boss Shion just ends up being able to do more damage because of the fact you can take advantage of that. Let me save that, copy that, and boom, there's a setup for you, Sylvia. I hope you enjoy. Let's see. Also, I have all Keyblades, and for the most part, they are level 25. Okay, good to know, Marcypoo. Here's my username. Okay. Is that a... I believe that says VicZ Dead, Victor. VicZ Dead. I was a bit late, so I'm not sure if you'll have time for mine, but I just want a decent setup. I don't have Finger, Dark Gnaw, missing your Diamond Dust. Okay, good to know. Yeah, if we get to you, so you just basically just want a universal setup. I might have to ask you again if I do get time to get to you about that. Oh, actually, I only have like an hour left, so yeah, I probably won't get to you today. Let's see. Need a good heavy hitter. Don't really have any. Yeah, no problem, Sylvia. Got to help out. That's what Sundays, my Sunday streams are here for. Sephiroth or Cloud would be good, but I need speed one. I really need some of those. I mean, realistically, power. If you can get Cloud or Sephiroth, like, yeah, realistically, that's kind of what you want to. At least that's what the top meta builds are anyways. But yeah, even if you can get like Kiart 16, I have no idea when they're gonna reprint Kiart 16 because we did just get it like last month. So who knows when we'll actually see that again? But I'm gonna get to Marcypoo's album now. Let's see, and you wanted help with stage 13 of Lexaeus Plus. Alright, let's see. I'm expecting, if you're at stage 13, I'm expecting some good shit in your album. I mean, you have Lexaeus Plus. You have that. I would like to assume you have Shioni X, so that's good to know. Like, let me just see what you have, and pretty sure I can just help you make a setup like right away. Is there a difference between these two? Okay, yeah, there is. We'll do that one. Oh wait, who said that? Okay, they're level 25. That's fine. Let's see, forward copy metals. And do you happen to have Sephiroth the X Plus? I don't think you do. You do not. Okay, we can still work with that. You could probably just put Vex in there, just cause. I'm curious. Is there a difference between these two? That's max gilted. That's also max gilted. Okay, let's try that one. Okay, cool. That's what I thought. Alright. So, I can tell you right now. Oh, I don't know if you have the boosters for Dark Gnaw, Marcipu. But if you do, this is realistically probably going to be your best bet. Yeah, this is probably going to be your best bet. Do you happen... Actually, hold up. I might... You don't happen to have any other metals that provide reverse debuffs, do you? No, you don't. Yeah, that's probably going to be your best bet. I mean, to be honest, unless you have... Unless you can, like, max... Like, because... Okay, there's a few things about this setup that you might struggle with. If you can max guilt your Shion right there and put a better skill on it, that right there will probably be the biggest factor. And probably, I think you said like what? He has like 23 HP bars or something left. Where's my mouse? There we go. I think you said like he has like 23 HP bars or something left, like when you fight him in the event. Quite honestly, if you just simply, even if you don't put a better skill in your Shion, HD Shion, if you just guilt her, that right there will probably solve a majority of your problems. Because the fact she is in the 4th slot, and it's like pretty much the way, like a simple way to think about it is like the first 3 your setup is the first half your setup is covering all of your buffs and debuffs, and then like the last half of your setup needs to be where like all of the major damage starts to happen. And HD Shion is in the 4th slot, which is where all the where the major damage is kind of like needs to start happening. And because the fact she is not guilted compared to like all of your other metals, it's you're hurting your damage. So if you can guilt it or get as near as guilting as possible, that might help. Or no, not even. Like, you have to guilt it. Near guilting, it doesn't matter for copper metals. Let's see. I do, but the main problem I'm running is that it's SP consumption. Oh. Is it really now? Okay, you have 2 right here. For... You shouldn't... 2, 3, 5, 7. So you're losing 2 each turn. I guess it's understandable. Okay. I'm not sure how this would work, but you can try this, Marcipu. Oh no, not that. Try this. Try this. I'm not too sure how this will work. But if SP consumption is like the big thing for you, try this setup instead. See how that works. That might help. Because you're still getting all your buffs and debuffs you need, and kind of like I was saying for Sylvia setup, you're like honestly like Kingdom Hearts 2, Illustrated Kingdom Hearts 2 Kairi is starting to make a little bit of a return. She's starting to see use again a little bit here and there. So like, I don't know how this will do, but you can give it a shot. It might work out. I got to go. See you at your next stream. Thanks to have you, man. Welcome. Thanks for joining Seesaw Ice Cream. Glad to have you. Let's see. What's up, One Scarf? I say hi to you as well. Let's see. But yeah, give that a shot and let me know how that goes. I'm still doing my research for the last 3 stages. Last 4 stages of the event. But I'm going based off what I remember for when I beat it. So you can give this a try. I'm not too at the very least, if like guilting that HD Shion is definitely going to be a big struggle for you. I know that. Actually, you gave me an idea because of that Kairi. Thanks. Oh yeah, okay, cool. If it helps, that's all that matters. That's what I'm aiming for. Hello. Hello. Okay, cool. Audio's fixed. I used Warrior of Light as well in Pet Slot and HD Shown copying. I fixed the audio, guys. Alright. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. Oh! Alright, so the next person is Call Me Talon. Call Me Talon, what was it that you were asking for your setup? I don't recall. I didn't write it down. I can actually leave knowing everything is alright. Hello, Rubelax. Welcome to the stream, man. Glad to have you. Let's see. Let me empty this. Give me a second. Oh, is Call Me Talon still in the stream? I just had to stretch real quick. Okay, help me with my setup. I'm on mission 10. Sure, yeah, I can give it a try. Don't forget the new tweet in the next hour. I mean, it's probably just gonna be VIP stuff, to be honest. That's typically what it is. I mean, like, we're already in the middle of raid week, so it's like, what could they possibly tell us? It has. I mean, like, I'll check, but it's not gonna like. I'm not expecting anything like fantastic. Have a good night. I hate autocorrect. Oh, okay, you're talking to Ash. Yeah. Oof. Yeah. I don't know if you're leaving at the second, Ash Artsy, but at the very least, have a good night. Hope you enjoyed the stream while you were still here. You still have no audio. What? What? It's maybe you can't hear me. Maybe try turning up your volume. I don't know. Because it definitely shows that the audio is working on my end. Is Call Me Talon not here anymore? Thanks for your help. You gave me an idea that might work for the Lexius fan. I have to head out now, but I'm always super grateful for sharing your point of view. Yeah, no problem. Thanks so much, Marsupial. It's really great to see you in the stream every time. I both on stream and in your videos. Thanks. I really appreciate it. It means a lot. It means a lot. I can see a lot of the same people pretty much every single time I do my streams. Like, it's honestly pretty cool on my part. Well, who was the next? Yeah, I'm not hearing anything from Call Me Talon, so if he doesn't, I'm probably gonna end up just going to the next person, which is Bea Shay. I'll tweet a screenshot for you. Like, you don't. Oh, if you're set up. I was about to say, like, I could just go on my phone and look at Twitter. But okay, that makes more sense though. If you're set up. Oh wait. No. Darian, like, that's. I don't know if that's not gonna exactly work out the best. Just with a screenshot. If you can actually take the time to put your medals on a tracker album, that will honestly help me out a whole lot more, at least in terms of the stream, than just sending me a screenshot, to be honest. Because like there's quite a bit of information I have to look at when it comes to medals, and just typically screenshots alone, unless it's specific types that I ask for and stuff, aren't typically that helpful. Okay. So Bea Shay is the next person. And she was, or he, Bea Shay was asking for a universal setup. It's hard to tell sometimes when some of you guys are like, actually guys or girls, just based off your username. So like, if I call you something you're not, I apologize. Let's see. Star Catcher 22. Okay, you just want a universal setup. Okay, so I see a lot of decent medals just off the back. Let's see, forward copy medal. HD Vanitas. Anti-Form Sora. Shion. HD nominee. You can count on me to be here for the majority of your streams and adding on to the likes of your vids. Whenever I look for information regarding codes, I go to your channel first because you've helped me out. Aw, thanks. I really appreciate it. It means a lot. Like, I don't know what to say. Like, I just really appreciate it. I hope you can. I hope that got across at least. I just got Key Sky. Ooh, nice. Yeah. I've already noticed the growth of your channel, bro. So excited for you. Yeah, no, my channel has been like doing great. Like, there was one video on my channel that just like absolutely blew up, and I'm just like, why? Why this video? Why not the other ones I actually spent like days like figuring out? Well, I'm just like, okay, whatever. Like my what's it called? My like common stained glass metal mistakes video, that one got over like 10,000 views, and I'm just like, what the fuck? What? Didn't make sense to me at all whatsoever. I spent days like trying to like research and like put together and stuff the whole stained glass versatility stuff and videos and whatnot, and like, I mean, those still did pretty good by like what my channel's average was at that time. But like I literally just made the common mistakes one on a whim. Okay, I didn't put nearly as much effort into that one as I did for a lot of my other videos, and that one just blows up out of nowhere, and I'm just like, what? What makes it? I'm like, whatever. What? It's just one of those things. Next organization member is Zexian. What is he going to be? Maybe reverse magic backward copy medal. I don't think they will release a copy medal, to be honest, as one of the organization 13 members. Like, that doesn't make. I just don't see it happening. Now, what I do think would be pretty cool is they have like an upgraded version of HD Zexian. I can see that happening. I can definitely see, because basically, because realistically, at least from what we saw for Lexius Plus, no, not Lexius Plus, Vexen Plus. From what we saw from Vexen Plus was almost in a way just a tier 8 version of the organization of the tier 3 organization event medal that we had last year. And in case you don't know what that does, this medal right here raises speed and magic-based defense by 1 tier for 4 turns. Molly recovers HP, inflicts more damage the more turns that passed. The Vexen Plus medal that we got just recently last month, it's basically just this medal, just a tier 8 version of that. So I honestly, oh, actually, that makes me wonder what is the so what we could probably expect are just tier 8 versions of last year's medals. Deals 6 hits, raises strength by 1 tier for 1 turn, inflicts more damage to more skill is triggered in that stage. I wouldn't be surprised if the new Zexian Plus medal ends up being some crazy metal that like raises strength by like 5 or 6 tiers, and maybe some attribute stuff too. Based on just this, either it's gonna be that, something along those lines, or something, or it might be an upgraded version of HD Zexion. I'm not too sure. I don't think they would release something so similar to HD Zexion that soon, though. So they'll probably make a tier 8 version of this, possibly. That's just my theory, though. Let's see. Man, I gotta tell you, that video with the breakdown of stained glass was one of my favorite vids. Helped me and my party out a ton because I shared it in my Discord, and a lot started to follow you as well. Oh, sweet, thank you. I'm happy to know that my videos really do help out. Where do I send you the tracker link? If you just tell me your username, Aiden, that's all I need to know. You don't need to necessarily send me the link. Hey dudes, what's up, Royal Knight Bunny? Just text it in the chat, Aiden. Just text me your username. If you don't know what your username is, if you go to menu in the top right corner, click on your album. And you click account. It tells you. Stop. It tells you your username right there. And that's all I need to know. Yeah, just text it in the chat, Aiden. Sweet. Okay. Could be a magic reverse version of Vexen Plus. I doubt it, because of the fact that Zexion and Vexen kind of do their own thing. Like, they're similar, but they do their own thing. It just kind of depends on which version of the Zexion medals they're choosing to upgrade. That's the biggest thing. Okay. What are you looking for help for, by the way, Aiden? I need to know that. I'm supposed to be working on Bayashe, by the way. What was your username again? Oh yeah, Starcatcher 22. Okay, nice. Where are my notes? I think you were the one I was already starting to write down stuff about. Yes, it was. Oh, snap! Nice. Okay, let me write this down. Where am I? Let's see. I'm like being lazy and like just not sitting properly. Guilted. Not guilted. Guilted. Not guilted. Good to know. Backwards copy medals. Nice. Riku. Key art bonds. Key art sky. Let's see. Nope. 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 Okay, cool. And now for the main buffer. Stained glass 5 and 4. Let's see. Oh, you Scrooge McDuck. What the fuck? Everyone who has Scrooge McDuck pisses me off. Cause like, I knew that medal was gonna be like busted to use in a lot of situations, but I couldn't get my hands on one of them. I'm like, sad face. And I have a strong suspicion they're going to do something just like that for the Toy Story collaboration event. Just you watch. It's going to happen. I have no doubt about it. Let's see. I don't know if this will be enough, to be honest. That's enough. Yeah. Seems like it. And you just wanted a universal setup, right? Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay. Ugh. Hey, what's up, Kaga? How have you been, man? Are you still... Did you play Kingdom Hearts at all today, Kaga? Let's see. Whew. Thank you very much for your streams and your videos. They help out so much. I very much appreciated all the time and effort you put onto this. Yeah, no problem. I like honestly for me, part of it is because like I want to. Like to be like truthfully, like part of it's because I want to. And like it just I don't know. It's just good to see like that I can help people at the same time of doing it. Because truthfully, a lot of stuff that I do is partially for my own benefit as well. But it's just nice to see that I can help people along the way too. So it makes me happy to hear that like a lot of my stuff does help people a lot. A foot review? Oh, did I put my foot in the camera? I wasn't paying attention. Anyways, take care, Brian, and for everyone in the chat, wish you all the best of luck with the current and incoming events. Thank you so much, Marcipu. I hope you have a good time as well. I'm glad to have you in the stream. Hope you have a... I don't know if it's nighttime for you, but I hope you have a nice night or evening or morning, afternoon, wherever you are. How long is the queue right now? It's actually not very long, but I only have like about 30 minutes left, so I don't know how many more people I'm going to get to. So, but I can write you down if you really want. Do we have time today, or do I ask for help next Sunday? I think I might, with the last 30 minutes I have left, I might only have enough time for like 3 people at most. Right now I'm currently on Baya. Next is Victor. And I could probably get one more person. So whoever puts down their username first. But there's no guarantee I get to the 3rd person. Is there a version of HD Zach? I ask myself as I'm like, yeah, Xehanort 8 Plus. Man, I really wish there was a reverse version of HD Zach. Like, because quite literally, there's more upright metals in the game. Like, I have no doubt that like from what I saw when I'm like putting together my website and stuff, there's like, I would say like about 60 to 70% of the metals in the game are upright metals. It's just like, come on, like give us more reverse stuff, more legitimate reverse stuff. Like quite honestly, I felt like because there was a lot of comments, including myself, that were just like, bruh, we have no, there's like reverse is like, there's like not enough reverse support. We need more reverse support. I made sure to specifically state non-EX reverse support. But what did they do? They put all these, they put all the reverse support that we need as EX metals. Or like, you know, exclusive banner metals. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Haven't played. I'm in the Cave of Wonders. Ooh, okay. Aladdin's pretty. I mean, a lot of people have gripes. I mean, I had gripes with Aladdin's World in Kingdom Hearts 1 when I first played it, but at the same time, I did enjoy Aladdin's World in Kingdom Hearts 1. Hey, I am really liking the content you produce. Keep it up. Thanks so much, Nero. I appreciate it. Keep up your support, too. It feels a little weird saying it. I don't know that. Also, I didn't add which medals I have guilted because I'm new to the game and don't have many guilted. Oh, crap. I didn't actually write down your username, Aiden. You're actually supposed to be the 3rd person. 24. Didn't add which metals were gilted. Okay, that's fine. As long as you just mark them off that they're not gilted in the album, that... Well, I guess I can... I don't know. I'll figure it out when I get to you. I got help last week, so I'm not worried about getting help today. Okay, cool. That's good to know. Hey, we are getting these Okay, so I'm gonna continue with bias before I just run out of time just talking. Okay. So I wrote down your copy metals, your buffer debuffer metals. You do have carry X. Okay, good. Okay, cool. Now let me see. What are your damage metals? Why is this taking so long to load? Okay, there we go. Okay, so you have a lot of gilted metals. That's good. You have a lot of good gilted metals too. So these ones are gilted. Both your stained glass are gilted. Your Vanita CX Plus is gilted. You do have, yeah, Destroy Behemoth and Twilight Thorn. Those aren't that bad of metals, to be honest. And I know you have Kyrie X. You have Scrooge McDuck too. You just wanted a universal setup, correct? Yes. Okay. So in that case, let's see. Because of the fact that you have Vanilla DX Plus, I want to see if I can put together a magic reverse setup for you somehow. Yep, Sky. Just looking at your metals right now, you could probably make a good Moogle of Glory setup. Yeah, you can make a good Moogle of Glory setup. Let's see. Okay, so you could do something like this. Oh, wait, maybe not this map. That's the only, yeah, that's the only reverse ones. Okay, so we do have to use that one. I mean, that ends up still being just fine. Actually, we could, because you're using... Oh, I'm like low-key getting myself excited. just little brain teasers in my own head. Just ignore me. Okay, let's put that there. Backwards. Destroy Behemoth. There it is. Hey, look at that. That looks fantastic. Now I'm curious as to... I don't think it's going to do as much, but we will see. Okay, it does. It does. Wasn't too sure. Ugh. So this is going to be... This right here is a really good setup for you. Who is this for again? Biashay? Biashay. Actually, wait. Is Biashay still in the stream? Are you still watching? Am I just making setups for nobody? Biashay, I have no idea if you're in the chat, but if you're in the chat, this is a good setup for you. I'll just go ahead and leave this there just in case. Okay, you're still here? Good. That's good to know. There you go. There's a good setup for you. I don't know. if you remember back to the beginning of my stream bio, this is almost quite literally just following the same setup that I mentioned was in my... That was following the formula for my meta setups. If we go to Moogle Glory... Delete that one. Look at this. This is the meta Moogle Glory setup. Now, it does have Sephiroth AX Plus here, but you could easily replace that with HD Shion. So if we just take that out and we put HD Shion, let's see how much that's... Okay. It's still going to achieve the same thing. Okay. The only reason it does less damage is because technically Shion is a tier 6 metal. So it just simply doesn't have as high as a guilt percentage. Which is the reason why it went down so much in the multiplier. But it essentially does the same thing. And when you look at this and compare it to what I made you, it's really similar. This is going back to what I was saying before to you guys. Like, I'm pretty much like a lot of times I'm kind of just going like, you can pretty much just mimic the concepts that the meta setups have, and like a lot of you guys could easily make good setups too, even if you have like no idea what you're doing. Let's see. I think I posted that though. Yeah, I did. Okay, cool. Let's see. Okay, so next person. I know that was actually pretty quick. But there's your setup. I hope that helps out. HD Zexion at last. He's going to have bad multiplier. Yeah, he's not going to do nearly as much damage, but I have to use Zexion because he doesn't really have any other good magic reverse damage medals to be able to put in that last slot. So it's like I kind of have to put HD Zexion in that last slot. I mean, we could try HDP. I don't think it's going to be doing as much though, because HDP doesn't really have that great multipliers, but we can see how that does. Yeah, it doesn't do as much. Let me actually organize this real quick. Let's do 6, 7, 8. Okay, cool. Yeah, see, he doesn't really have that many strong magic or power reverse damage medals. So like we're pretty much forced to use HD Zexion as his 6 slot damage medal. What if we get an Andy medal? Ooh, interesting. Are you gonna go over the weekly update tweet before you end the stream? Maybe. I don't see why not. I'm pretty much gonna be doing at least some of my Lux farming on stream, so I saw no reason not to. Let's see. Next first person is Victor Alonso. Let's see. And your username is Vix Dead. Oh no, did I spell it wrong? Okay, there we go. Hey guys, while you're all up to, welcome to the stream, Optic Horizon. Glad to have you back, man. Ugh, we're pretty much just we're just doing the usual Sunday stuff, going over people's setups and stuff. Let's see. I see you have a decent amount of stained glass medals. That's good. Where is it? There we go. Okay. KH2. Nominee. Benitez. Empty form. Sora, Shion, Naminé, and backwards copy medals. Riku replica. And we have 2 key arts. Bonds. Beginnings. Are these guilted? No. No. I didn't check the other ones either. Oh, ooh, this one has extra attack. This is the only one that's guilted. Let's see. HD nominee. HD nominee. See, stained glass number 4, 2, and 1, and you have Maester Xehanort EX Plus. Is that the only one you have? I see you have some decent damage medals. Yeah, that's the only debuffer. I mean, technically you got HD Zack, but that's not going to be as good. Okay. What can I make for you? You have bonds. I'm trying to think of a possible. I want to, because I want to take advantage of Master Xehanort EX Plus. I'm just trying to think of like I'm thinking of Divine Rose, possibly Lady Luck. Let's see. I don't know if I want to do Missing Ache. Although you probably could make a Missing Ache, I think. What are your other damage medals? You do have HD Larxene. You have Final Boss Shion, that's good. Okay, so you probably could make a Missing Ache setup. And it wouldn't be that bad. Oh. Because the thing is, I want to use your Anti-Form Sword to copy your Master Xehanort EX Plus if possible. To try and achieve as much of the debuffs right away. That's what I want to try and do. It's just a matter of trying to figure out how to get that to happen. And I think I might just end up... I honestly just might end up using a Lady Luck. I can try Sleeping Lion, see how that works. I'm not too sure how that's going to work, though. Alright, let's try this. Let's try this. And we just want a reverse. We'll just pick that one. And oh, you don't have okay, since you don't have, oh crap, you don't have Kairi Shun EX. Okay, I'm under the assumption you did. Okay, so there we go. We'll just use you instead. Put you there. I'm gonna have to Oh, in this case, I can actually. I'm here thinking you have Kaishi and X. In this case, we can actually switch it up then. What are the two you have? You have power and magic. Okay, cool. Power and magic. Oof. Oh no. Okay. Oh no, that's not good. Dang it! I completely forgot about the. This is not a Kyrie EX, dang it! It's not gonna work. Or at least not the way I wanted. Oh, dang it. No! Dang. Yeah, that's a big problem. So the problem as of right now for you is the fact that you don't have. Like, in my head, I keep thinking I'm using Kyrie X, but I'm not. Because Kyrie X right here would have provided all the power, all the speed buffs necessary to make this setup work. But we're not using Kyrie X. We're using this. And, like, you don't have a speed stained glass metal. Which kind of makes things a little bit interesting to do. So instead, oh, okay, we'll do this. We'll use HD Zac instead. That's what we'll do. Okay, so instead of stained glass, HD Zac. Actually, dang it. God dang it! Ah, because dang it. Oh, okay, hold on. There's just problems. I'm trying to see how much I can maximize this, because I'm still trying to achieve all your strength, your general strength and defense buffs and debuffs, while trying to give you your speed attribute strength buffs as well, and just trying to figure out how to achieve the most of that is the question. It's like, ugh. I might just have to abandon the speed setup, to be honest. Yeah, I might just have to abandon a speed setup. In that case, I might try a magic setup because you do have some good magic metals. Alright, let's go for magic setup. Let's go diamond dust. Let's see. Thanks so much. I'm gonna try that setup out as soon as I can find my phone. No problem. Hope it holds up. I got a double. What time is it? Okay, cool. I got double raid traits on the Unoriku and Pain Metal. Should I consider AB5 Lux Plus on it? What I would suggest that you do first, Nero, is that create a setup. Create a generic setup that you would based off medals you currently have with raid boss traits on them, and create like a future setup. So like, I showed it like in the last half of my last video. If you want to go see what I mean exactly, but if you want to do that, and then that way that should give you an idea as to like what medals you may want to give Lux Plus on. Or what future medals you might want to start trying to get raid boss traits on, so that way you can put Lux Plus skills on them. That's what I would suggest. Like, if you just tell me I have raid boss traits on XYZ metal, and I know nothing else, I can't really give you much of an answer because I don't know what you have. I can't just give you a yes or no. Like, it would be a little bit improper of me to just give you a yes or no and just not know. Like, for all I know, that could be your best raid boss medal that you would want to put a Lux Plus gun, and I have no way of knowing that. It could also be your worst, and I would have no way of knowing that. So it's just one of those things. So how often do good skills come around? I need to put AB5 max, like, but not sure. Jotaro, basically, like, good skills more or less come about once a month at most. Like, sometimes we get them twice a month, and like that doesn't happen very often though, but sometimes we do. But more or less it's about once a month, and that's kind of why, like, the community was in such like a big gripe about the fact that, like, we're in such a drought for skills. Even though we got more skills lately, we got 4 more attack boost max skills lately, but it's still not enough. Like, I had made a meme before. I showed it in my last video, but I had made a meme, and it basically fits perfectly what the community is going through. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah. This is the meme I made. Okay. Okay. This was the meme I made. It's a little hard to tell because, like, the picture's so small. But do you see how many medals are in this picture? I literally put almost every single medal that came out ever since the last avatar skills and stuff came out. And, like, there's a lot of medals in that picture that were like, we would like to put skills on, but we can't. Oh, there we go. Okay, there. So, like, let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 medals have come out within the last month and a half, and we only got 4 skills. Yeah, we're kind of in need of skills. Let's see. Good night, everyone. Have a nice day, even night. Hope you have a good night, Sylvia. Glad to have you in the stream. Good to it was nice seeing you. I'm glad. I hope your setup helps you out. The one thing I regret is that I needed Xionyx and Lux Plus more than a reverse stained glass. Hope the stained glasses return sometime, or the Toy Story is good. And honestly, I have no doubt that the stained glass medals are gonna return. They're basically like the tier 8 meta medals they basically need. So, like, I have no doubt they're gonna make return. I don't know how soon they're gonna make returns, but they're definitely gonna make returns. That's for sure. Yeah, personally for me, I would like my next stained glass medal to be the speed reverse. But that's just me personally. I already have 3 of them. From, like, yeah, the jewels from the Lexius Plus event really helped out. Hope we get a tweet about Judy and Nick. To be honest, I don't really. I mean, like, if we do, it'll be great. But I highly doubt it, to be honest. Hey, Brian, you got room in your party for a 56 billion Lux player? Yes, I do, Dark Demon. I currently have 4 slots available in my party. So, yeah. As long as you can read, like, I believe you're in my Discord. But if you just read the party rules I have in my Discord, just make sure that you're okay with that. And if you're okay with that, just send me a message. Just hit me up in the Discord, and, like, yeah, no problem. I can accept you. By the way, should I put that way my Olympia would do back to my Fenrir. That's also a vague question, Shando. I'm not really too sure whether or not to say yes or no to that. I mean, you can. Oh, no. That's your AB5 Max and Lux Plus Plus. Oof. I don't know. I would personally hold on to it, to be honest. You think we are getting anything besides... anything because of the event for Kingdom Hearts 3 during the weekend? Yeah, I agree with Ray. That would be nice. I'm honestly not too sure. I honestly have no idea. We might get something for the E3 event. Or maybe not like the... Either E3 or the orchestra, one of the two. I don't know where they're planning to present it. It would be nice if they present it at E3. Especially since the fact that like it seems like the game is pretty much ready to be released to the public within a few months. That's kind of like the feeling I'm getting. I have a pretty good idea. I have a pretty strong suspicion that we might actually see Kingdom Hearts 3 at E3 this time. It's possible they might do it during the orchestra trailer, during the orchestra event again, like they did last year. But they might actually do E3 this time, which in this case would be pretty nice. Pretty nice. Am I gonna do your setup next week? Yeah, I could probably do your setup next week. No problem. Just remind me. What's up, Shiruni? Alright, let me finish this guy's setup real quick, because then I need to start farming. Oh my god, the problem is I don't really know how to do your setup. Okay. Oh, no. This is actually a really easy setup I'm putting together. Oh snap! Look at that! Bam! Look at that! There's a good setup for you. Who was this for again? Victor? Victor Alonso! Here's a good setup for you, fam. It's honestly really simple, but it works. It works. That's all that matters. It works. I kind of rushed it a little bit. I didn't get to really look. I mean, but at least I made you a setup. There you go. Alright, now I need to start swapping to my actual game. Let's see. Where's my phone? doesn't Union Cross? I think Union Cross resets this Monday, tomorrow, whatever. So you guys can actually get to see how my party actually reads and stuff. Oh, I need to spawn my raid boss. So usually what my party does is we actually spawn all of our raid bosses early. I'm actually late. I should have already spawned mine. What happened to the music? What happened to the music? Hold up. There we go. Da da. Give me a second. Oh no. Crap. I hope it didn't. I hope it didn't do it. I think I messed up. I think I logged into this account by accident. Dang it! Okay, hold on. I messed up by accident. No! I messed up! Let's see. Time to watch the horror of wolves in action. Yeah, I haven't looked at it, but that's what I figured too. That like it's literally just gonna be the exact same thing as last week. So go in Kira. So I don't know if any of you guys actually knew, but this raid boss actually fully refills like your SP gauges for you, so you don't need to use Kairi Shoni X against this raid boss. Oh crap! It's actually cutting off the screen, isn't it? Ooh, okay, hold up. Yeah, whatever. That should be good. That's so weird, but whatever. Thanks for the help. I have managed to get up to Pro 545 and I just got a copy with EA. Ooh, nice. Congrats, Jack Gray. These VIP have been good since it gives everything. I don't know. That's debatable. Just got my Mickey B from the raid boss. I invited my party. We did 2 hours, nobody came, so I reached my reward. That's pretty funny. I'd consider transferring news if I didn't mess my party up. I hate the low health beeping, and I've only heard it like 5 times. I mean, you better get used to it, I guess, than Kaga, because like it's pretty much like a staple in Kingdom Hearts. It's that beeping noise. I also have my chat up. My party's up. We have a group chat outside of the game because the game's chat is honestly not that great, so we use our own chat. And I'm talking to him at the same time. How much boost do we have at the moment? I just muted everything in the game so I can play music on my Discord while farming. sounds good. I wish my party could get a boost like that. I'm looking for a chat for my same party. What would you recommend? I use something called Line Messenger. That's what I use. Although after discovering Discord, I wish I could just like transfer my whole party onto Discord instead. I know some other parties do that. They just use Discord. But it kind of just depends on what your needs are and what your tastes are. Yeah, Discord alone works just fine. Do you think it would be worth it to get Stained Glass 1 or 2 if I have Stained Glass 4 and 5, as well as Kyrie X, or save for getting Judy and Nick B? I mean, let's be real. Let's be real, Royal Night Bunny. I'm not expecting Judy and Nick B to show up, at least not anytime soon, for Global. Because if we would have gotten it, we probably would have gotten it by now. And honestly, like if you have Lexius Plus, that's practically like a Judy and Nick B for you anyways. Like a lot of people are hyping up Judy and Nick B, but like if you happen to already have Lexius Plus or Warrior of Light or FFRK Terra, any of those 3 medals, like you don't really need a Judy and Nick B. And you're probably better off just getting the Stained Glass. Probably just better off getting the Stained Glass medals instead. At least that's the way I see it. I don't know what medals you have, so I can't. I mean, aside from what you just told me, so I can't necessarily infer too much. So what would be the best way to do that? I'm really new to Discord. Best way to do what? This is pretty chill. Angus has pretty low competitive aura, so I managed to keep top 10 with only farming my 1 boss and a bit of jumps between my second account and meaning to use the assist grab. Oh, you wanna... What is the best way to start a chat for my party? You have to... if it's for your party, you need to create a server. And then just invite people to your server. I wish I could show you, but that would end up changing the screen. But yeah, it's honestly really easy. Just create a server and invite people to your server. Bam, there you go. That's all you need to use for your party. Now there's additional stuff you can do to make your server more accessible and interesting and stuff like that, but they're not needed. Who's this boy? That is boy. My only really good setups right now are upright speed on Starlight. I need something like Sephiroth the Express to get the full benefit of Lux Plus, or just wait until there's another medal that has RB. I mean, you can still use Lux Plus. If you use Kyrie Shimmy X for this reverse stained glass medal, you can still use Lux Plus. Oh no! Actually need to check. How do you keep so well coordinated with this Sistra? Well, my party just communicates. Pretty much, like, I don't really know what you mean exactly by the assist strat, because like, it's just have everybody press their boost buttons, and like, in order to get everybody to press their boost buttons, that partially just comes down to like how good of a leader are you to, well, get everybody to press their boost buttons. A lot of the top parties pretty much are pretty much like you either follow the rules, boost when you're supposed to, and everything's fine and dandy, or you get kicked. That's kind of how it is. I know a lot of leaders will try to like help make things exciting and incentivize their party leaders, their party members too. Like sometimes during special raid weeks, like the Unit Armor week, for example, last month, I offered whoever gained the most Lux during that week, I offered to give them free I offered to pay for their VIP for that next week. Oh, how about hiccups? I was basically offering free VIP for my top Lux earner. So like stuff like that helps. It's just it ultimately just comes down to like how good of a leader you are and what are you willing to do to help incentivize your party to actually do what they need to do, type of thing. Like how well can you draw people in to benefit your party? How well can you maintain keeping those people? All that good stuff. I pretty much have a 2-strike rule in my party where you don't boost in time for... How much boost do we have? Can't tell. So 110. We're missing 4 people. So what is that? 20%. So we should be at 130. So that means we're missing 20. So we're missing 4 people haven't boosted. I know one of them is my alternate account, which I can't get into right now. So it's 3 people in boosted. Shia Arins. Oh, that's me. And for Dandy. Let's see. I can still use him, but my Starlight setup is doing more damage because it's exactly when we're gonna get. I honestly have no idea when we're gonna get the storage discount. As far as I was aware, we were supposed to get it near the end of Anniversary, which wasn't really an anniversary, to be honest. We were supposed to get it at the end of that, or that was what I understood. We were supposed to be getting it, and we haven't gotten it since. And it's just like, well, what the fuck are you doing? In case you haven't seen, by the way, I have posted on my Twitter. For those of you that have Twitter, I posted on my account a new poll asking, because I had conducted a poll like last week, asking like, what should the next Twitter raid be about? Most people said skills, but since we did get the new avatar boards, I was like, okay, well, since we got skills, what do we want the Twitter raid to still be about? I still have skills on there. That's still a thing, but I have 4 options. I have Moon Gems, Cup Events, Skills, or Inventory Deal. So if you have Twitter, go ahead and check that out, and I would suggest voting on that, and whatever the top vote is, I will make that a thing. I wish I could take advantage of the voting, or of the communication function that they have for YouTube, but I'm not allowed to until I have 10,000 or more followers, which to me is dumb. I should be able to just do that for. They should just make that available for like all monetized YouTubers or something. But like, it's whatever. Yeah, I can't, like, I would like to do it on there because that's where most of my following comes from anyways, but yeah, oh well. I also don't have Dark Null yet, so pure reverse power is really hard to do. I mean, you can still do pure reverse power even without Dark Null. Oh, I mean, yeah. I mean, like, you just use copper metals. You can do it on Fairy Stars. You can do it on Stroke of Midnight. I mean, heck, even Starlight can do a pure reverse setup. What is the rank in my group? Like, what rank is my group currently in? I think we're in 9th or 10th place right now. Like, we kind of lost a few people. Like, we were originally 8th place, but because, like, I had to kick a few people, or some people left, one of the two. Oh, I keep forgetting I'm using my iPad. Let's see. They still only have 150 storage. Ouch. Ah, that hurts. That hurts real night. Like, I have what, like 500-ish storage or something right now. So yeah, that hurts. Like, I really, honestly, for me right now, I feel like inventory is the biggest thing, especially with all these like dumbass trait metals being shoved in our faces, down our throats. Like, I honestly would really prefer inventory as of right now compared to everything else, for me personally. Okay, that makes for all night. I meant rank A, B, C. Oh, what is? Oh, gotcha. So basically, the game has this like ranking system in the game where, essentially, the amount of lux that you accumulated the previous week determines your like lux ranking for that week. Okay. I don't know the actual amounts that is necessary for each like rank, but I do know that if you just get your raid boss to level 10 during the weekend raid bosses, that alone is enough to make your rank go up to A. Yeah. Well, I got to go. Have a good night, everyone. Good night, Ray. It was nice to have you. Hope you have a good night. I'm hurt. I can't get past this level 10 Lex Plus. I just want to get to this last trait medal, even though I have extra attack and air. Looking for ground. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Feels bad. That's all I can say. Like I can relate. I've had moments like that too. What just happened? Why didn't they just add a MMB that gives... Yeah, no, honestly, I don't... Like, to me, like, it just makes much more sense. Just let the current Mickeys and Brooms just give that the ability to add traits. Like, that would have been, in my opinion, a little bit of a more obvious move. Because, like... Not only would they give them more value... Like, you know that Mickey, you know that Fantasia Mickey B banner that they always seem to want to push every once in a while? Those don't, like, as far as I know, or at least as far as I can tell anyways from what I see in comments and such, no one really pulls from that. But if you make Mickeys and Brooms actually be able to give it traits to the medals, people might actually pull for that. Wait, whose is this? Whose is Donuts? Oof, the frames. Yeah, it's streamed from my iPad, so it's like, but I mean, at the same time, this is so much better to do than to try and run BlueStacks and OBS at the same time. So, yeah, because if I try running OBS at the same time, like, either OBS will be laggy as like heck, or like my stream will crash or something. So this is actually the most efficient method that I've seen so far.
My Discord comments. First week I played it, was there, so it was nice. Oh, the mixing people. I suppose the mixing people is also good for guilt and if you're a top note if you don't want to whale. I don't know about that, because, like, I mean, maybe, I guess I can see that. I mean, in my opinion, I would still preferably just pull from the beginner's deal instead, so you can get traits. I would much rather 1500 and try and get traits. Yeah. Yeah, like, honestly, like, 2,000 for making, like, that, it's like, that's ridiculous. Like, to me, it's more like 1,000. I would spend 1,000 for Mickeys and Brooms. I wouldn't spend 2,000.
Ah. Like, at least make a decent, like, top story is not asking for a godlike banner, but a good one. Yeah. Pretty much. I honestly don't understand. I don't understand Senna sometimes. Or not Senna, I don't understand Square Enix decisions sometimes. It's like sometimes they're like, it makes sense, like, why they want to do things. Like, sometimes it makes sense, like, why they want to do things a certain way, but then there's other times it's just like, it's like a what the fuck moment. Like, what? What? Let's see. I don't know if I should pull stained glass 1 or 2. Compliment my stained glass 25. Don't have any relevant magic damage medals, but I want to have 1 stained glass each to use it. See more potential upgrade or reverse. You have stained glass for the power reverse and speed upgrade. Honestly, I see more potential in. It depends. It honestly just depends, because as of right now, anyways, I believe there's more reverse potential as of right now. At least amongst top setups and stuff. Actually, let me
Well, I can't show it because I'm looking like it now.
I have to look. I'd have to look. It's somewhat even though, from what I can tell, but like, because like right now I have, personally for me, I have the power upright, I have power reverse, and I have magic upright. I pretty much deducted that for PvP, as long as if I can get the speed reverse, so pretty much if I have all 3 reverse and just power upright, that will cover like 95% of the setups for me. Is what I pretty much figured out for me anyways. So it kind of just depends on like the medals you have and such, and like what kind of builds can you build for each of the keyblades. Oh no, it's gonna crash. Damn. Interesting seeing competitive raiders with such good coordination and dropping raids. My old leader didn't allow assisting in raids, so seeing that flood of raids is unheard of. Yeah, no, a lot of people in competitive parties don't allow like attacking each other's raid bosses. I just recently started, I was like, hey, let's all attack each other's raid bosses at the same time, because your party actually gains more lux that way. But for strong raid bosses like this, draw once per day to get an EX medal. Is 10 medal special EX medal? I don't care about that. That's just like pure bait. Honestly, this is probably the lowest assist percentage we've had all week, which feels bad. I don't know. Even I honestly. It's starting to get to the point where I don't even think it's like good bait anymore either, to be honest. Because like, if you look at the pull rates, like the pull rates are skewed to all the lower tier EX medals, which is like, don't know how I feel about that. Oh, because honestly, because a lot of the lower tier EX medals aren't really that great anymore. Like, there's only like. Foretellers, the only ones I would actually want are like Ava and possibly Ira. Yeah. Mostly Ava though. Ira's just kind of like, if I happen to get it, okay, cool, but I don't really need them. I mean, you're still using my. I'm only using my Marluxia. I'm only using my Marluxia EX medal because of the fact it has 2 raid boss traits on it. That's the only reason why I'm using it. And he already has a Lux Plus skill on him, so it's like he just ends up working out with my current setup. Otherwise, I don't use him at all in terms of my setups. Because I bought the VIP for him when he first came out and stuff. So it's like that's legitimately the only reason why I'm using it in this setup. Yeah, like because like for me, I still haven't used my Lux Plus Plus skills yet. I like those skills we got in the latest avatar boards. I haven't used them yet. I'm holding on to them. I'm waiting to use them for when I actually need to use them. Which is, and I would much prefer reusing medals that already have decent skills on them, even if they're not like the most ideal. They're at least decent. So I'll use that instead. My lord, my JP Moon Cross keeps crashing over and over. Yeah, the game seems to be having a few connectivity issues this whole week. I pretty lucky with my HD Vanitas cop medal, EA and 2 great trades. Ooh, okay, nice. That EA might actually slow you down, to be honest, in terms of rating, but. I mean, like, you want EA. Like, you want EA, so it's like, it's a bit of a double-edged sword. AB6 Max 1 on Lux Plus and Lux Plus Plus 1 on my raid. HT Shion? Makes sense. Makes sense. Where the heck is my mouse? Oh, I don't need to use my mouse. Oh my god. I'm so used to using it, I forget. I don't need to use it. Respawn. So like right now, because of the fact that we have no more raid bosses left in my party for us to attack, I'm telling my entire party to just respawn our raid bosses. So that way we can just go like pew 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 and just knock them all out. It saves time. One thing that a lot of people don't realize is that you're literally a race against time when Lux farming during raid weeks, and you want to save a little bit of time as possible, so that way you can try and get to as many raid bosses as possible too. Oh shit! I didn't mean to use this setup. Hey, what's up, Randula? How you doing, man? I'm gonna watch you farm Lux while I farm Lux. Yeah. I'm respawning my boss right now. We're all farming Lux, pretty much. Yeah, this is boost hour. I mean, realistically, I'm probably gonna be farming Lux till like half an hour past boost hour 2, just because there's. I like to make sure that all of the raid bosses that we have summoned are knocked out before I actually like stop for the night and stuff. Okay, so now they're all summoned. What? Okay, hold it. So I think everyone's just being a little bit slow. Let's see. I really need to work on my GPN. Lux is love, Lux is life. My party isn't the Lux farming type, sadly. I am the only one with 50 billion plus Lux. Aw, feels bad. Like, yeah, like honestly, it's just like even like if you don't have good setups, if you just have good coordination, you can still do pretty well in the competitive weeks and stuff. It's something that a lot of people just don't realize. Like a lot of people think that like for competitive weeks, a lot of people think like you just need to be a good player, but like realistically, if you just have good coordination, at least amongst the lower ranks, if you just have good coordination, like that alone can get you pretty far. And of course, to be in the higher rankings, like the area that I'm in, the top 100, top 50 type area, you do need both. You do need both good setups and good coordination. Okay, cool. Now we have more bosses. In Shando. Oh wait, I'm like, why isn't that happening? I don't even know how much Lux I have right now. Didn't check. Like, if it wasn't for my YouTube right now, I would probably... Honestly, I would probably be just farming. I would be hitting every single boost hour for this competitive week. But because of the fact that I have my YouTube and school and stuff I have to do, I'm just not able... I can only do my party's boost hour at this point. And that's like it. Otherwise, like, I just be hitting every single boost hour. Because, like, I'm just that competitive. I'm the only one who has ever hit top 10 in my party. It's a feat, to say the least. Hey, congrats, Reckless Battler. It's a good job. I don't know what party, I mean, I don't know what union you're in, but congrats. I just hit the random boost hours mainly because... Oh wait, mainly focus on the 11 PM ES time for Lux Party boost. Yeah, that's basically what I do too. Or, okay. I mean, right now is my party's Lux boost time. But like when I have time, I'll try to hit the random boost hours myself right now too, when possible. It's more like if I'm not doing too much at that moment, and I just check the time, like, oh hey, it's a boost hour. I'll be like, I'll do it. Hopes is hard to hit top 10 in. Yeah, it pretty much is. It's, like pretty much from what I've seen, especially after like I became leader of my group, you really need to you have to have good coordination to start reaching some of the top ranks in hopes. Not using Waka. No Randula. Waka is like one of the worst metals in the game. How much do I have? Okay, yeah. Let's see. When the game was fresh and I was grinding away at the Quest 57 raid boss, I hit top 10 back then when no one cared to grind Lux that much. Makes sense. Should be announced tomorrow or Tuesday night, the new banners. Yeah, because I would expect Tuesday, or I would expect it would get announced tomorrow night actually, and come out on Tuesday, because I believe the Alexius Plus and the Stained Glass Metal banners end tomorrow. So that's what I would expect. Shake my head. We only have 25% right now, but we were top 200 doing armor. Ooh, interesting. Imagine how far your party could be if like you got near that 150%. Some of my members, oh, same. Some of members work and have uni, so we only have. Oh, gotcha. Just reached level 350 and got 5,000 jewels. Plus the time. So do we get the same at 4? Yeah, pretty much, Jan. We get 5,000 jewels every 50 levels. And that's it. It's at least to me, it's a little, not exactly depressing, but like, I don't know. It's not really that exciting, I should say. I mean, like, a large reason why we wanted the, why we kind of wanted the level, boost or update, whatever you want to call it, is because of the fact we wanted to, well, part of it was because of the fact we've been sitting at 300 for, like, the longest time, and it's just like, come on, we want something new. But another reason was because of the fact that a lot of us just have like an infinite amount of avatar coins, and it's just like, what are we going to use these on? I probably have like thousands of avatar coins and nothing to use them on. I wonder if the 55 avatar coins level would ever be useful. Level? What are you talking about? No. What if I got to roll 2 raid trades on Axel Pluto? Raid metal? Ooh, actually, I think I have a raid trade on my Axel Pluto as well. I'm at per level right now. The reward seems, yeah, pretty much like, yeah. It pretty much is kind of useless. Yeah, that's kind of what I was saying before. Like they're giving us avatar coins, but like there's nothing to use them on. All 55 we get for each level shall rot in my inventory, along with my infinite money. I don't think they made new avatar boards to go with the levels. Yeah, no, they didn't. Which is kind of part of the disappointment. It's like they'll give us stuff, but they won't fully deliver the stuff we wanted, and we're just sitting here like you kind of just half-assed it. Like, come on. Like, what are you doing? Sometimes I feel like the people who make the game don't even play their own game, really. And it's a little yeah, it's just I don't know. I don't know what goes through their heads sometimes. I know I'm late enjoying the stream, but I want to drop by and say hi anyways. Hey! Welcome to the stream, Soul. It's good to see you again, man. Glad you were able to say hi. I'll say hi back. No! Don't crash! Whose is this? Anthony.
Do you think since I only pulled Let's Push My Twice to chase traits, I don't think I didn't even get 1k strength on them. Honestly, the traits are a trap. Like, quite literally, the traits are a trap. You do not need traits on metals to do well in this game. Okay? The only exception to that would possibly be extra attack, and that would just depend on certain metals. And that would more or less just basically revolve around copper metals too, but which you can just pull multiple times in the permanent banners. But like realistically, you do not need traits on metals. Traits are like bonus, icing on the cake type stuff, and the game is trying to incentivize you to fall for that trap of trying to pull for traits. Okay, that whole like the stained glass metals right now, you know how like we got a free pull for each of the banner? That's a trap, okay? Because one, it gives you a trait that you're stuck sitting there like just rotting your inventory, just laughing in your face and trying to incentivize you to try and pull for the metals so that way your trait doesn't end up being useless. As well as also the fact like
if you like, because of the fact it's mercy pool, if you get it early, like in your case, it's more like, well, okay, I didn't get as many traits as I probably would have if I mercied it, so I might pull a few more. That's like, it's a trap. It's a trap. You honestly don't need traits. You don't need traits. Okay. Now, granted, to get in the top like rankings, traits do affect that, but that's only in like the top rankings. That's like, for example, Coliseum. That's like top 100 rankings. I personally, like I could probably make top 100 if I really wanted to, but like most of the time, because of how lackluster the rewards are for Coliseum, I'm perfectly content with top 1,000 most of the time. In which case, for top 1,000, you don't need good traits for that. You don't need traits at all for that, honestly, actually. So it's like, yeah, traits are a trap. They are a trap. Tell me about that reason why I kept here at 16 EX, because I had 2 trait medals for my... What? I sold traits of stained glass and situation. Yeah, honestly, that's what I'm expecting to do too, is like, if I don't get whatever stained glass medals I end up not getting, I'm just gonna sell their trait medals. It's like, yeah, there's no point in me holding on to them. If they pop up later, that's great, but I'm not gonna hang on to them. I feel the pain of Sephiroth DX Plus every time I see them. I could use my Dark now, so I'm saving for the reprints. It's 4 treatment. It wasn't until that. Yeah, Sephiroth DX Plus is definitely a good medal. I feel like Sephiroth is gonna be kind of falling along the same lines as like certain characters like Kairi and Sora and stuff are. Like, if you like just hearing the name, like you expect it to be a good ass medal. And I think Sephiroth kind of like falls in that kind of category. The card 16 EX Plus had to buy more than my regular VIP payments. After that, only this necessary. I'm not sure what you're trying to say, William. It's like, it sounds like a statement, but I don't know if you're exactly addressing me or not. Trait medals should work for any medals. It should have just been more... Yeah, no, like literally that's what I was expecting too. And when they pulled this... To me, the biggest reason why I wanted trait medals in the game was primarily because of the VIP high score challenge and exclusive event medals, okay? Like, easy example. If you have Scrooge McDuck, you have no way whatsoever at all anymore in this game to get more trait medals on Scrooge McDuck. And like, to me that's a problem. Because a lot of people can easily get just a ton of shitty traits, even if they got like a ton of rolls on it, they'll just get shitty traits because it's just RNG. I know a lot of people, even some people in my Discord, I'm not Discord, in my party, if their high score challenge doesn't get a minus 60 trait on their medal, it just becomes useless to them. Doesn't matter how good the medal is, it just becomes useless to them. And it's just like, it's a problem for a lot of these like things that we get all the time, and it's like, come on. Same thing with VIP too. Like you only get like 6 or 7 chances for VIP, for those VIP medals. And like, if you get tons of bad traits from that, like, like there's nothing you can do about it. And like to me, that's a problem. It's like, what am I actually spending VIP on then? If like part of the reason that people spend 7 weeks of VIP is to get those traits, but if the traits end up being crap, then like, what's the point? Crap, I don't know who this was. You should show our party, Lex. Sure, I'll show it in a sec after this raid boss. Trait medals should. My party's 42nd. It's more what I thought. Oh, okay, yeah. Good, nice. Good job. Congrats, Riblex. Happy for you. 40 seconds is a, well, I don't know what union you're in, but 40 seconds is a pretty nice spot. At least you're in top 100. That's good. I'm gonna have so much duels once 2.6 comes out. Oh, because, you know, who's finally gonna get past Quest 12? What? I don't understand your what? Quest 12? I got E on my Xehanort last week. Hoping to get -60. Nice. I think I don't remember what my Xehanort had. I think my Xehanort has like a raid boss trait and a bunch of status ailment resistant traits. Oh, Quest 12 for Proud Mode. Okay, that makes so much more sense. I was so confused. I was like, what? What? That's like a beginner level. That makes a lot more sense now. It's so random. Staying last number 4 is still stuck with ×3 20% resist traits after 5 rolls, while my boosted Diz luckily got ×2 plus 1,000 attack. Yeah, like that's yeah, that's basically just saying what I like. What's the problem? Like it's a problem, and they don't address it. It's like it almost feels like they heard like, oh, we want trait medals, okay, but like they didn't understand what we really meant by like we want trait medals. It's more like, oh, okay, they want trait medals. How can we incorporate trait medals into the game? Oh, let's make them just for the EX medals. Like no, I don't want them just for the specific EX medal. I could care less about the specific EX medal. I care about the past medals in the game that I can't get traits for. That's what I care about. Like when this Toy Story collaboration comes out, let's say you only get 1 copy of the medal at the time because that's all you can afford. Maybe in the future you might want more traits on it, but you can't because there's no way to do that afterwards. Okay, bonus time is over. Solidified 8th place. My party is 27th in Ingus. Hey, nice. I'll keep farming, but I'm satisfied. Hey, congrats, Reckless Battler. Happy for you. It's a good job. I want to see how much Lux we got. What rank are we at right now? Come on. Okay, so we're 9th. Oh, but Dandelions are right behind us. They might catch up. I wouldn't put it past them. Honestly, I feel like they should change the reward levels to top 10 instead of top 5. Like when you make the top 10 look that way, it doesn't I don't know. It feels kind of like not fair that you give it to just top 5 when top 10 is what like people really like look at. It doesn't make sense to me. I didn't switch my union name. My union name is still Volps. I changed my party name. My party name is my channel name. I changed it to that because of the fact that like I wasn't the previous leader of my party before. I became the leader of my parties like I think it was like last month. It was like the month before. That is when I actually became leader. As soon as I became leader, I changed the name of the party because of like certain reasons within my party and stuff. Like my old party leader pretty much was like in a relationship. At least I believe was in a relationship. I don't actually know for sure, but like it came across he was in a relationship with like the moderator of our party, and like the name of the party was called Boo Bears. Okay. But after some time, the girl left the group, and the leadership was kind of lacking, at least from our party leader. So I was pretty much the only one who was actually like maintaining the party. I don't know. To me, it just felt kind of awkward keeping it named Boo Bears. So, and because of the fact I knew because of the fact that I'm a YouTuber. Like, people are gonna want to know who my party is, and like just like all those type of factors and such. So like it just made it easier on my end if I just named it, the name of my channel. Makes it easier for people to like notice that my party when they go looking at top 10 and stuff like that. Also makes it easier for people who want to join my party. They know what to look for too. Just like all those type of reasons and such. Now unlock the door to top 10 using the game name Keyblade, and me and Rika will visit. Okay. Alright. Good luck. I don't know what to tell you. You can do that though. Congrats. Yeah, we definitely might have to farm longer kittens. I think I'm gonna start heading off for the night, guys. Probably gonna be still farming in the meantime, but I just want to I want to do some other stuff and just like farm in the background, like multitask basically. I don't want to just sit here and watch me farm. It's gonna get tiring for myself. Is my request? So you know you should have the channel, but you do refer to yourself by name. Have you ever considered opening up your channel to other people in your party? What do you mean, Royal Knight? I don't know what you mean. I feel that pain. My team leader left our party along with an entire era of old members that were relatives, all inactive. Oof. Ouch. Feels bad, Battle. I mean, Reckless Valor. I can definitely understand that pain. That definitely hurts. Yeah, I don't know what you mean, Royal Knight Bunny. I don't know what you mean by opening up my channel to other people in my party. Like have more than me producing videos? I mean, I thought about doing that in collaboration with other YouTubers, but not just people in my party. For a variety of factors. One, I don't like everyone else in my party has their own life. Two, a lot of people in my party probably don't even know how to use video editing software to produce the type of videos that I want. A lot of them probably aren't going to be willing to take the time to make the type of videos that I want. It's just one of those type of things. Like, people in my party are more like, they're in my party because they're hardcore for the game. They're not necessarily concerned about trying to, you know, help everyone else play the game and stuff. So it's like, plus that would also mean that like I would have to potentially split whatever revenue that I make and give it to them, which I don't want, because of the fact that like I don't even really make any revenue in the first place. And whatever little bit I can get as of right now, I would want to keep for myself as of right now. So it's like, hey, you help me. You're to help me, Ken. So yeah, it's just a variety of factors. Like, yeah, it's just a variety of factors. Maybe when I become bigger, I could do something like that. Possibly, depends. But as of right now, where I currently stand with like my channel size and stuff, it's just a lot safer for me if I just do it by myself as of right now. I want to wait till I get a little bit more established. Oh, excuse me, before I can do anything like that. Alright, so I'm actually going to end the stream there today, guys. Let me turn this off. Oh, felt good. Let's see. If it isn't any trouble, can I show you my raid builds for some mild anything towards raid builds, honestly, is never anything just mild. I mean, I can help with like setup organization, but when it comes to Lux setups and stuff, like it's I mean, if you want, you can if you're I don't know if you're my Discord or not, but you can try and get help in my Discord. I know a lot of people are frequently getting help in my Discord, so you can definitely check that out if you want in the meantime. I'm kind of done for today, if that's all right. I mean, if anything, you could always come and ask me next week too if you want during next week's Sunday stream. Something similar happened. My old leader eventually became. Wait, is this the same person? No. Something similar happened. My old leader eventually became inactive. That a new member automatically became leader after our old was inactive. Not even a week. They quit. I was in charge of my union. Oh, okay. It took me a second to understand that. That's interesting. Yeah, stuff like that happens sometimes too. All right. That's it for today, guys. I'm pretty much done with the stream for tonight. I'm getting kind of tired. Yeah. But I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it helped out. But I will see you guys some other time.
Baby girl, you're so damn fine, though. Wanna know if I can hit it from behind, though. I'm sipping on you like some fine wine, though. When it's over, I press rewind, though. Talking bands, I got it. Benjamins in my pocket. I traded my truth for some robins, and he's playing Batman. Freddy's gonna rob him. Yeah, I got the Glock in my robbery. 17 shots, no 38. Yeah, I got the Glock in my robbery. 17 shots, no 30. Yeah, she's fine. Wondering will she be mine? Walk past, I press rewind. See that ass one more time. And I got this soda. Remy boys that know it. Fast money don't slow, but no one can control. Yeah, and I got this soda. Remy boys that know it. Fast money don't slow, but no one bag it up, bag it up. I like the way you work it, no diggity. I'm about to bag it up. I like the way you work it, no diggity. I'm about to bag it up, bag it up. I like the way you work it, and I got this soda. Remy boys that know it. Fast money don't slow, no one can control. No, yeah. And I got this soda. Remy boys that know us. Yeah. Fast money don't slow, no, they can't control. Yeah. No. Yeah. No diggity, darling. I like the way you